Faye in? Is Faye coming? Oh, hey Faye. Faye, sorry. Excuse me. So, this one's interesting because I think this is the one where he goes on about legal stuff, which is fascinating to witness.
Everyone in the chat that's been watching me for ages, you know I've been stalked. You know what people do.
Right, stalked in the sense of people commentate on your behaviors and what you do. Okay. People commentate and people have a problem with you scamming homeless accommodations. But okay. Of course they go live on Kick.
Do to me, so this is when you need to step up. Because we need to be like, no, she is stalked.
Thanks for the
gift.
gift.
Why are you saying that? Because it's quite obvious.
People commentate. Well, I can speak for myself. People, thank you for the Help Me Private Investigators. Good morning, by the way. I'll be back because I've not long done a video and tagged them JJ. Yeah, I know they're live on Kick. They've just gone live. Of course they go live, Kirsty. They're trying to take viewers away from people. So people commentate on your actions and your bad behaviors. It's also to make sure that people, Elphaba's current followers, don't go and watch people who do live streams on Elphaba who call out Elphaba's bad behavior. That's another reason that Elphaba does it. But anyway, so people call out your bad behavior. I can speak for myself. And what I do, I just call out your bad behavior online. Because you're a horrible, nasty individual. You put it on a public platform, people are going to have a public opinion. You don't like that public opinion. Tough tit.
I mean, you're stalking my page right now, so that's also one for a fact.
It's not wrong. You put it on a public platform that can be up for critique, commentary, parody, all those things. It is up for all those things. It is up for all those things. You put it on a public platform so that anyone can critique it, commentate on it, do parody on it, all those things.
That's why it's called fair use license.
Yeah, morning, Cal. It's called fair dealings here, but
Same thing.
it's the same thing, just about, yeah.
As long as it's not used for malicious intent. Death deeds.
We can commentate on what you put out there on a public platform. Basically, yeah, Lindak, yeah. If that's the case, then their followers and their mods also stalk their page as well. The logic isn't logicking.
You're dealing with Elphaba.
Morning, Charlotte. Hey, Trinity.
Do you know what I mean? The community has your back. Thank you, beautiful.
Which
Thanks for the
community
gift.
are we talking about here? Because the community, there are multiple communities. Thank you for the help, Miss Charlotte. There are multiple communities that Elphaba has harmed and continues to harm. So which community are we talking about here?
Either way you look too, exactly. Don't worry, I'm reporting them to the police. It's all good. I have everything I need now, but I need clips.
Okay,
You
so
have everything you need, but you need clips.
right, you have everything that you need, but you need clips. Now there's another one that there's another clip that the Resistance has posted where Elphaba asks, and I can't remember if it's in this one or another one. Well, it's in another clip where Elphaba asks specifically because somebody says they've got screenshots, but Elphaba asks for clips. And I got questions whether Elphaba is asking for video clips of things that are said in Elphaba's chat or clips of other people's live streams. Because, morning Johnny, because that's interesting. Because the police aren't going to do anything because Elphaba is online. They can't. Anyway.
I need clips of them admitting they're stalking me.
Ah, yes.
Right.
That's the first thing I do every time.
So, I think. So, I don't know who. I would love to know who Elphaba's talking about in this instance. Is Elphaba talking about where people are trying to find out where Elphaba lives? Where people have turned around and said that they are emailing the housing? Is that it? Which, okay, that again, that comes under a grey area. He claims he's in hiding because of what happened. He's all over online. Yeah, there was that. But didn't he apparently dox themselves in their chat? Yes, I did see that, the Observer. It's easier for them to always be the victim than admit they're doing wrong. Yeah. And so again, this is where this comes under a grey area about the quote unquote stalking. Because it's a grey area in the sense of Elphaba right now has the funds and the money to live independently on their own. Right? They do. They have the funds, the money, the capability, all that stuff to live independently on their own. Right? So then therefore, is it bad I just made popcorn? I know round 2 won't be long. Well, Alex, yeah, I know. So then therefore, when people are, say for example, admitting to calling or emailing the council, thank you for that, Aaron. Would that be considered stalking, or would that be considered saying this person is scamming your services? Good morning, Aaron. I've always said I don't care if he was renting privately, but I do care when they're lying. Right, Emily, and that's the thing. I personally don't care. As in the sense of, I care that says that I care that there are currently trans individuals, real autistic individuals that are currently out on the streets, whereas Elphaba is currently taking up spaces for those individuals, right? Whereas Elphaba has got money and is quite capable of living on their own, but they're choosing not to. So then therefore, is this, so in the one second. Sorry. It must be where was leaked. Only explanation for the no singing. Only bully women with their singing. I mean, missing, yeah. Oh, they made that. So yeah, that there's that as well. But also, they may have been asked to not do it. Isn't it? Isn't it information like DWP ask for info on fraud anonymously? Yeah, they would, Lindak. Yes, they do ask for those kind of things. So here's the thing. Elphaba, I mean, there is a comment that somebody left. I can't remember where that comment was left, but somebody said that Elphaba deserves to be on the streets, which, yes, that is an extreme example. And I have turned around and said that in anger, right? And this is the problem. This is what Elphaba wants. Elphaba wants it because Elphaba wants to be the victim, but Elphaba is not the victim. Elphaba is the perpetrator in this situation. And this is where Elphaba is going to the police. Okay, but what are the police actually going to do here? What are the police actually going to be able to do? Because, okay, think about this from, not that I'm a police officer, but think about this in the context of the FOIA live. Yes, that is tomorrow, yeah. think about this in the context of you're a police officer. You have to abide by the law. There is an Alphaba's about to go into the I don't know if it's in this one or another one where Alphaba goes into the what's it fucking called? It was in my brain. Oh, where you have disability, age, sex, gender.
GDPR?
Huh?
GDPR?
No. No. Age, sex, Equality Act. There you go, Equality Act. Alpha goes on about the Equality Act. I knew it was going to bring some. Thank you for sharing, Emily. About the Equality Act, and the police have to abide by that and things like that. Okay, but here's the. That has also come back to bite Alphabet right in the ass. Because here's where what Alphabet doesn't seem to fully understand. If Alphabet is currently in I say if Alphabet is currently in a male only place, right? One of those things that Alphabet cries about, which is the trans side of it, does not apply here. Legally, does not apply anymore. Good morning, username. If Alphabet, again, I'm only going on what I see on the FYP and things like that, but like, if that has applied, which, judging by Alphabet's actions, does seem to apply, and Alphabet is in a male-only place, then guess what? The Equality Act does not apply, especially when it comes to being trans, apply to Alphabet. I mean, it didn't apply anyway, but now being gay does. But guess what? Here's where Alphabet really falls apart. What?
When you blow on it.
Yeah, well, there's that too. But Alphabet falls apart with, guess what, Alphabet? The Equality Act also applies to somebody like myself. The Equality Act also applies to the women that Alphabet torments. It applies to everyone. Good morning, Lee. It applies to everyone. It doesn't just apply specifically to Alphaba. It applies to everybody. So then, therefore, the harm and damage that Alphaba does applies to everyone, which means the law also applies to them. The Equality Act also applies to me also. Yeah, exactly, Shaz. The Equality Act applies to everybody. It protects everyone. It puts us all on an equal, because it's the Equality Act, not that Alphabet is above everyone. It applies to us all. It makes us all equal under the law. That's what it does. So, I'm just... Oh, my life. Yeah, the Equality Act is surprisingly equal. Yes, exactly. I'm just like, Alphabet can't keep on citing the Equality Act so that... Because Alphabet's trying to... I know why Alphabet's doing it. However, it doesn't necessarily apply. Not in this instance. Right, Miss Thing, who knew, huh? We're all equal. He thinks they're above it. Exactly, and that's it, Molly. Alphabet seems to think that they're above everyone else, and they're not. So, but Alphabet keeps on going about they're being stalked, they're being harassed. No, people want to hold you accountable for what you are doing and what you continue to do. That is what people want. They are weaponizing it, yeah. Oh.
But they won't do shit. Oh, no, they will. They will. Trust me, they will.
Alright, so yeah, so I was going on about the police. I knew I was going with that. So, it reminds me of the Animal Farm quote. Meh. So, about the police. So, if I'm a police officer, So if I'm a police officer, um, all animals are equal, but some are more equal are others. Yeah, Miss Thing. Um, so than others, yeah. So if I'm a police officer and I'm looking at this, yeah, I know Nemesis. I know they went live not long after I come live again. Um, so if I am a police officer and people are angry, he goes too far. Right, Molly. But if I'm a police officer and I have to look at this objectively, and I have to look at the Online Safety Act, and I have
Thanks
to
for
look
the
at the
gift.
Equality Act, and I have to look at everything in junction with everything, and I have this individual, Elphaba Orion Doherty, who legally, I hate to break this to Elphaba, thank you for the heart me, Debbie, legally is male. They haven't transitioned yet. The gender recognition certificate, I hate to break this also to Elphaba, is not legal. Autism diagnosis is not legal because it's all fake, and we know it's all fake. When you look at all of that, they have to look at this objectively and go, okay, you're calling us and going, this is happening, that is happening, but you are still actively online causing all this carnage. Our hands are tied. There is nothing we can do. And trying to paint one-sided arguments is not going to work when it comes to police. They are going to look at everybody else's stuff GRCB is unless at the mo he will be in male unit. Anyway. Yeah, I know. Be right back. I can hear another live too. You can hear another live, Shazzy. They'll just they'll just say come offline again. Yes, they will, Miss Thing. And this is where Alpha really needs to get it into their head. If they want this to stop, all social media, like what? It could be Mr. Raccoon playing their game in the background. It could be Mr. Raccoon is playing Euro Truck.
I don't have it down, John.
No, it's okay. It's alright. Oh no. Sometimes if I scroll so far out, another live is heard. Doesn't happen on my backup. Oh really, Shazzy?
Yeah, Hannah May. Oh my God, Hannah, can you email it to me? Because I don't have Instagram. I will get it. I will get it back. I know, so I talked to a solicitor so nearly.
They bring up Hannah's thing, but Mr. Raccoon is fine. I'm used to you gaming in the. We used to Mr. Raccoon gaming in the background. They bought a £30 phone stand. Oh, okay. A £30 phone stand. Damn. He knows nothing can be done. That's why he continues to get worse. Yeah, Molly. But they're trying to get other people to send them clips.
Alone. Well, I've spoken to a barrister, and that's different, love, and they've actually said they can do something because under the Equality Act 2010.
Right, and here's where,
Thanks for
morning
the gift.
thank you for the heart, me. We just went through all of this. They've spoken to a barrister, and under the Equality Act, you don't understand how the Equality Act works. And like I said, if Elphaba is in a male-only place, the trans is gone. You are... Just because he's protected under the Equality Act, it doesn't mean he can't be called out. Right, Emily. But this is where Elphaba does not understand this. If Elphaba legally, right now, again, if, and I say if, barrister name is ChatGPT, yeah. If they are in a male, and again, even if they weren't, even if they weren't, probably ordered a copy in Costa, probably TT. He doesn't understand how it works, and he's relying on the audience not knowing either. This is the thing here. I know how it works. The Equality Act doesn't just protect one characteristic, Elphaba. And by Elphaba's own logic, guess what? Me and Elphaba are on exactly the same playing field then. Because I am a gay man. I'm a gay man, Elphaba. The Equality Act also protects my characteristics. It also protects me as an autistic person. But again, that only applies in certain circumstances. It doesn't apply here. You are coming undone. The Equality Act does not work. Yeah, the Equality... Yes, exactly, Emily, yeah. The Equality Act doesn't apply when it comes to TikTok fights, only in work and housing. Yeah. I think he wants the... the Elphaba Act, yeah. Amylase with diagnosed ADHD and CPS says I can't use the Equality Act if someone has a row with me. Right, and that's the thing here. Elphaba hasn't spoken to a barrister.
Probably did, just long enough for the barrister to laugh him off the phone.
But this is what they reckon, that they've got a barrister and... Okay, alright.
I am protected because I fall under the disability.
No, you don't. Again, your ChatGPT autism diagnosis doesn't qualify you. And again, as someone that is actually diagnosed, we can match you with that one. You are coming undone. You are coming undone. So, equal, Elphaba. Equal. That's what the Equality Act means. But again, you don't qualify for that. Okay, Echo. You don't qualify for that because your diagnosis is fake.
Act. I also fall under being trans as well, under that as well.
Right.
Yeah, so does the other 0.1% of the population of
Yeah.
Britain and Ireland.
Yeah, they do. But also, again, this is an if. Thank you for the club cheers. This is an if. You are currently in a male-only place. How does that work?
Thanks for the gift.
How does that apply? And again, I'm only using logic that I've seen. How does that apply if you're in a male-only place? Because it clearly didn't work. Clearly the Equality Act didn't protect you if you're in a male-only place. How?
What's the matter? Did you show the marker and they laugh at you?
Yeah. Your lies are not working. You didn't see a barrister. You just want to get people to avoid the place. I mean, yeah. It does make sense. This was what all the hormones was about, to avoid this place. Yeah. It makes sense. It does make sense.
Which were treated as a hate crime and targeted with a...
How? How? Again, it's a grey area in the sense of what you are doing. What you did to the autistic community can be considered a hate crime. Forging documents to get hormones, forging documents to fake DRC, forging documents to get fake or an autism diagnosis, that can be considered a hate crime.
No, just be fraud.
Might be fraud, but yeah. You don't fall under the characteristics by lying, Elphaba. You don't. You don't fall under those characteristics by lying about them. It's not a hate crime to call out a scam artist. It's not. Has anyone heard anything about the hormones since they'd moved? No. Not that I think of, anyway. However, you know what can also be considered a hate crime? You attacking women, and only women. That can be considered sexist. But, you know. I mean, just your logic isn't logicking. I mean, E could be done for harassment in that sense, yeah.
Public order offence as well as cyber stalking, which is also a crime and offence in itself, which could leave you up to imprisonment.
Public order offence. Okay, so a public order offence. That would mean that would be in the public. Again, but also what you do is a public order offence.
What? By going into public?
Yeah. Also,
Public order offence would be me walking up to you in the street, honking your nose and going, "Oi, how you doing, you great man wearing your skirt wearing man thing."
that would be a public order
That would
offence.
be a public order.
That would be a public order offence. Doing it online is not a public order offence. And cyber stalking, as you politely put it, that would require.
Time and effort, which I can do on other things.
Yeah. I've got a public order charge, section 5. Chelsea. Cyber stalking, right. People, right. Again, you put your shit out there in the public. People are allowed to commentate, critique, and do parodies on. There is a fourth one that I can't remember on. If he hates women, why does he want to be one?
He doesn't.
They don't. That's the reason why they haven't transitioned.
They want to dress like one, wear makeup like one, pretend they are one, so they can get the protections of being a woman.
Yeah.
But
So
they don't want to go whole hog because
Elphaba, I know the way in which Elphaba sees women is Elphaba sees women as lesser than and weaker than. That is how Elphaba sees women. It's not cyber stalking if he refuses to go offline. Right, that's another thing. Hey, Jan. And yes, it would be freedom of speech.
Thanks for the gift.
Thank you for the help, Jan. Yeah. But again, public audience, what was it? Public fucking what?
public order.
Public order offence as well.
Public order offence. That was it. Public order offence. That would happen to be in the public. Half the shit that you're trying to get people prosecuted for, most of the people live fucking miles away. Miles upon miles upon miles away.
And the other half won't be able to. It wouldn't count because you barely leave that fucking hovel you call a room.
Yeah. Alphabet, you are the architect of your own demise. You. He does realise that they could also be done for cyber stalking, wanting people's wanting screenshots of people's accounts. Yeah, they could. They could. Where is that? How far back is that? I was gonna say that's not that far back. I was gonna say that's not that far back. That was more. So only. Oh yeah. Yeah, you could. Yeah.
Yeah, email me everything, beautiful.
So email me everything. So Elphaba can't do this themselves. You watch everyone.
That would require them getting their hands dirty.
And that right there is the issue. That right there is the issue. Elphaba doesn't want to die on the sword. Elphaba wants to get their minions to do it for them. So if anything does kick off...
He has a victim for the bus.
Yep. And you know what? By all means, go for it.
It's very good to email me. I've got lots of evidence, so we're just building it up and up and up. However, I do need videos. That's it.
I mean, if you had that much
Right,
evidence,
so-
you could go to the police and they'll be doing the rest for you.
They would, yeah, cult leader behavior. It is cult leader behavior. So they need video evidence. This is one where they said about screenshots. So I think Melody, this person, said that they, I know you can't see it, but Melody said a bit further on.
Oh, wait, it's not Mia kissing his ass.
No, Mia's gone now.
Oh, is she taking the day off?
No, she was considered to be a rogue mod apparently.
All that brown nosing, and that's what she got.
Where is it?
However, I do need video.
Somewhere right. So Melody says,
We're just building it up and up and up. However, I do need videos.
All right, you can't see it very well, but Melody basically said that she needs she was going to send screenshots, which why? Oh, because I put a comment on this one and said, interesting. Why would they need screenshots, but Elphaba needs videos? Do you remember her in this live a few weeks ago, Melody? No. Well, what was Melody saying a few weeks ago? Handing out the Kool-Aid, so to speak. Yeah, he has apparently changed their TikTok name to Northern Toast. Yeah, apparently they're all doing it.
That's it. But yeah.
So, oh, here it is. Should I? Oh God. Should I send you the screenshots from this chat? Should I send you the screenshots from this chat? But Elphaba doesn't... Right, this is where I got slightly confused. Yeah, she was saying E doesn't speak for trans people. She's not trans. Well, maybe, yeah, of course, because Elphaba coerces people. So, but now Melody changed their mind. Well, yeah. But, so Melody says about sending screenshots from this chat. That's not what Elphaba wants. That's not Elphaba wants. Because, right, I fully believe, wholeheartedly believe, Elphaba doesn't want the screenshots from their chat because police can IP track where those accounts come from, and they'll all lead back, the ones that are threatening the kitten, the ones that are, you know, doing all this shit, the ones that are doing the really heinous shit, wishing unaliving of Elphaba and all of that, the ones that are doing all that in Elphaba's chat, no, they don't want those screenshots. No, they want clips from everybody else's live and screenshots from everybody else's live where that's not happening, right? So that they can send that to the police, so that that can all be silenced, right? But the chat from Elphaba's live, they don't want that tracked, because if that's tracked, it'll come right back to Elphaba's own minions and Elphaba's own accounts. But that's just my theory. Through the grapevine that someone called All Seeing Eye has been emailing E. I don't know. I have no idea. That I'm not too sure on. because I'm like, this was a bit like, Elphaba needs clips, but do they need? Because I was like, Melody sending screenshots of the chat. I'm like, well, that would okay. So I'm like, but Elphaba needs clips. Okay.
Uh-huh. There we go. If you say I will talk, then how come I've actually recorded myself talking to the police on live before?
You didn't know. Well, you got the ambulance called out to you, and then the police were called naturally.
You say I will talk, but I've actually shown you proof I talked to the police. So,
And what's come of that? What's come of that? Nothing. Nothing. Again. For how many years? You've had the police multiple times there. Because the police have to do what's called a wellness check. Yeah, welfare check, yeah.
Also, when a medical crew is called out, they go out for protection.
Yeah. Because you were threatening to unalive yourself.
feel free to look that up as well. You're more than welcome to. Sorry.
What? Look at what?
So, yeah. Feel free to look that up as well.
Oh, feel free to look that up. The thing is, Alphabet, that's busted. We all watched that happen in real time. The air horn situation that you blew out way out of proportion, and then you turned around and said all this bullshit. Like, I mean, at this point, I would think Alphabet is red flagged. That's the reason why nothing ever gets done. The police just gave you a reference number, and that's it. How many reference numbers have you got now? Several? On several different people? Stop trying to threaten people with the police. It's not gonna work. You don't have a barrister, because what happened to what's her face in America? You was gonna get legal people there a few months ago. Oh, you fell out with her, didn't you? You must have fallen out with that person. Right. There's no police investigation. Yeah, I know, Victoria. I know they're live now. They went live not long after I went live. You are full of shit.
Yeah, shit's useful.
I mean, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, they're doing the fake ticks. Oh,
Do you know what I mean?
Strap his testicles to a car battery. The ticks will be real then.
they're fed up with Jet. Well, they haven't spoken about them, have they? Probably Victoria, yeah, probably.
You know, you keep him like. This is what a lot of celebrities say. Hate keeps you relevant, and it keeps you in topic, and it keeps you in the spotlight. And
Jesus Christ. Can I remember what day they went to the library? I was thinking if it was sat, they were moving. Why the rush to the library? Um, the library. The library was
Thanks for the gift.
Good morning, Sarah. Last Friday, you think?
Thanks for the gift.
The library was... That's not the fucking account. Is it that one? Nope.
Thanks for the gift.
Thank you, UK TikTok gone wrong. Thank you for the harmony, Sarah. When the fuck was that? Last Friday, I think. Maybe it was last Friday. Maybe. Maybe they did get evicted and was trying to get a different housing. Maybe. What are we doing? The UK TikTok gone wrong. We're just going to do some videos, but people were trying to work out when Elphaba went to the library. Like last weekend. I can't remember whether it was on Sunday or... People. Chatty says it was on Friday. So still, they rushed to the library in a move. Yeah.
I do what I can to keep staying and being me. And I'm not here to be liked, I'm here to make a statement of my trans identity.
Fuck's sake. But you haven't transitioned, have ya? Haven't transitioned. Haven't transitioned. Hundreds of thousands of pounds you've taken from people. And trans people have died because of you. Directly because of you. You've taken housing away from trans individuals. So yes, Elphaba around Doherty, you are the reason. Oh my god, anyway. No, but haven't they got hormones? No, they haven't. According to them, they've got hormones. But again, that's another lie, isn't it? They've got money for hormones. Oh, they really piss me off.
What's your blood pressure?
You know what needs to happen? The faces of all the trans people that have passed away recently needs to be flooded with this disgusting individuals chat everywhere, so that it is reminded that it has taken money away from trans individuals, and all other people that support it are reminded. Anyway.
And to be proud of who I am and to spread that message. I'm not here
The message of you're a scam artist. NHS app, where the fuck is your diagnosis? Oh right, got lost in the mail, didn't it?
Yeah, the electronic mail.
Got lost in the fucking mail, didn't it? Yeah, they went to, when it comes to the hormones, they according to what they said, they downloaded the script when they wasn't supposed to, which is code for, it's code for, I didn't get hormones, and I'm scamming you all, and yeah, because even the receipts that they gave out for the gender GP was chat GPT'd, wasn't it, Elphaba? When is it actually going to be enough? They're never going to get their bloods done, Alex. They're never going to get their blood. They're never going to transition.
You wouldn't be able to get blood. Just pull out fucking the equivalent of a...
They're too busy. They're too busy shooting up.
Thanks for the gift.
They're too busy going on Grindr and getting high. Because let's be real, that's what this is all about. That's what this is all about. This is all a cover so that Elphaba can go and fuck men and get high. Hey, Mystique. Yeah, Mystique, they were. Oh, John Josh, isn't it funny how there's been no mention of the imaginary support worker? Oh yeah, the imaginary support worker's vanished now, hasn't it? No support worker. It's just gone. All the lies and manipulation, it's just gone.
What's the odds they left the lanyard in the old place?
Oh yeah, the lanyard's disappeared. It's all just gone, hasn't it, Elphaba? It's all just vanished.
Be liked by people. I'm here to make a statement. You're not a celebrity. I'm actually cackling. I would love that. I could hear you like 400 miles away.
Huh? Oh yeah, when Jack gets the top surgery done. That's what it is. And let's reveal, that's the only reason why Elphaba's doing all of this. Mama Kaz is transitioning, Jack's transitioning, EQ's getting what she's getting done. But no. This decrepit creature. Nah. Anyway. I don't know what this is all about.
Everyone deserves a 30-second chance. I agree.
A 30-second chance at what?
Being shot to the moon.
What will you do? I mean, second chance.
Oh, second chance. A second chance. Elphaba's had a second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Elphaba's had many chances. Many chances. Oh, it's all questionable, Mystique. It's all questionable. But now that Elphaba's had to move, they're gonna ramp it up again.
With that chance, you know, like, I mean, to be fair, I haven't really had a chance.
Yes, you have. You've had several fucking chances. You've had several chances of many different people.
Change, people haven't given me that chance. So, I think with a second chance, I would do quite well.
They have had numerous chances, but yet you're still lying about multiple different things. Yeah, many people have backed up and gave them a chance, but no. Then you just do the butter incident, don't you? Or get a convicted criminal to stalk you for views. Don't you, Elphaba? Because it's amazing. The butter knife incident happened and all of a sudden, JP vanished off the scene. The posters were gone. All of a sudden, now that you need that fucking storyline, again, all of a sudden, guess who's back on the scene? Yeah. Yeah. You see, those of us who observe and those of us who notice shit like that, notice that you and that disgusting, decrepit person are in cahoots with each other. So yeah, those who support Elphaba around Dorothy, I hope you know you are supporting a rapist. I hope you know that. Just thought I'd let you know that, because Elphaba and that person are in cahoots with each other and have been for, God, months. Because every single time Elphaba needs a storyline, that person magically fucking appears. It's not coincidence. It's fucking very, very real. And one day, when the police actually arrest this dirty, disgusting, decrepit, evil creature, that will all be revealed. Because that's what's going to happen. Elphaba will end up in jail. And we'll celebrate it. That's what's going to happen. Elphaba will end up in jail. One-way street. No, JP is not awareness side. No whatsoever.
Mate, be sorry, Hannah. That's okay. Well, I'm sorry if I ever upset you, and that's me coming from the heart as well. And I'm sorry to you. So I'm sorry.
Wait, you've got a heart? Since when? Didn't think monsters have hearts. I was gonna look at something.
That would get him fired.
Nah, Alex, they could, yeah, well, yes, they could do free. You know what? He could do so much free singing lessons to help improve their voice. That, yeah, they could do. They're going to end up in prison, but yeah, they could do.
Not gonna lie. That would be that's not tolerated in theatre. That's whatsoever.
You're not going to end up in theatre. I hate to break this to you, Elphaba. It's never going to happen. Give the dream up.
If someone is working in theatre and doing something like that, they will lose their job.
You mean like you?
Do you have for the camera?
Seb. Really?
What did Seb say? Oh. Okay. Okay. No, something about being a pred or something. I don't know. I think that's what they said. At least I think that's no, maybe.
No.
Oh wait. Oh, one of the Americans' boyfriends works for Hamilton, who has been doxing you. Any one of the Americans. What? Okay, so that's the person's. One of the Americans' boyfriends, who works for Hamilton, who has been doxing you, Alfie. Why would they care? More to the point, why would they fucking give a shit? I think your chat's just trying to cause fucking trouble for you. But Alpha, you're gonna need to fact check that one. And then this is the last one. Alright, this is Alphabet on doxing apparently.
I want to do it like
Alphabet on doxing.
that genuinely shocks me to be that obsessed with me, but to work in the industry. What the hell? That's actually insane.
You're running on what your chat says to you. You're gonna believe what your chat says to you? Okay. Do they have any proof?
You're allowing it now. How am I allowing it? What do you mean? No, there's a difference between what I don't allow is addresses and email addresses in my chat. Places of people's work. If it's public information, it's a big brand. That's public information. That's not technically doxing.
Yes,
Actually, it is. Yes, it is. Do you know what definition of doxing is? It's with malicious intent. Even if it's public, if it's done with malicious intent. So actually, yes. If you are sharing public information with malicious intent, it's classed as doxing. Even if it's public. Maybe you need to look up the definition of shit. So, okay. Because guess what, Elphaba? Email addresses are also, they're all public. But okay.
It's either yeah, exactly. Difference between public doxing and public info. If you're saying that someone works in a really big industry and their job, that's public information anyway. That's not.
But if
Not
this is where you fucked up, Elphaba, because guess what? If I don't know that information, and you share it to me, being like, and you share that information, even though it's public, but you decide to share that information with me with the intent that I go and harass that public place, guess what? That's considered doxing. That's doxing because it's done with malicious intent. So, yep. Yep. You can't have it both ways. You can't have this both ways, Elphaba. Sorry. You can't prove that that person doxed you. But you are quite happy because that person, according to your fans, your sycophants, has doxed you. You are quite happy to dox their public information to set your other fans onto them. That's doxing. You're quite happy to dox them, even though you do not know
Thanks for the gift.
if they have doxed you at all. You don't know that. Thank you for the heart me Twilight. And guess what, Elphaba? That comes under cyber stalking. So all that shit that we just went through, where you were going over everyone cyber stalking you, yeah, they did dox Mama 3. Yeah, she had to move out, but still, he didn't like it. Yeah. But again, it's okay for you to do it, but not everybody else to do it to you. I don't agree with either anyway of it, but you can't have this both ways.
Doxing. No, it is public info. It is. You'd be on the credits in the show, so it is public. No, it is public. You'll be in the program. If you work in a theatre like that,
but not everybody knows where that theatre is, and not everyone knows that not everyone knows that. But you are posting it on a public platform and sending your sycophants after them because you believe that they doxed you when you do not know that information. You're a fucking hypocrite. You're a hypocrite. It's only public information if you already know, yeah. You're a hypocrite, Elphaba. An absolute fucking hypocrite. Hypocrite. If you're not aware, it's not public info, right? Exactly. If you're not aware, if I don't know where this person works. I ain't got a fucking clue. I don't even know who this person fucking is. I'm not in the theatre world. I don't know who this fucking person is. I ain't got a fucking clue. But again, it's okay for Elphaba to dox this person and to send their fans to harass them because they got information that they dox them. Oh no, Flo, Victoria. And we just went over a clip. Morning, Fiona. I didn't get a notification where you are. Oh, that's okay, Fiona. Same here, and it's not public info to me. Right,
Thanks for the gift.
Yeah, he's being a hypocrite, basically. So, somebody came into Elphaba's chat and said that some boyfriend of someone who works in Hamilton doxed Elphaba's address. Which we can neither confirm nor deny that, and Elphaba doesn't know that either. Hey, Gemma. And Elphaba doesn't know that either.
Thanks for the gift.
Thank you, Gemma. And Elphaba doesn't know that either. Oh, did they dox Bambird? Oh, Jesus Christ. And then Elphaba decided to... I couldn't see it in the chat, but they decided to publicly state where this guy worked. And Elphaba's response is, well, that's public information. That's not doxing. It's doxing. If it's not public, even though it's a public address, as in it's a theatre, if you decide to share that information publicly, that's doxing because you are doing it with malicious intent. So I don't know whether this individual doxed Elphaba or not, and neither does Elphaba. The thing is, neither does Elphaba, but Elphaba's quite happy to dox this individual because, you know, they feel wronged. But because Elphaba feels slighted, even though Elphaba doesn't know that, they're quite happy to dox. Even though the theatre's public, it's still classed as doxing. Still classed as doxing. If you're doing it with malicious intent, it's classed as doxing. The list gets longer, doesn't it? I mean, Mystique, it does. One rule for Ron, another rule for them. Yeah, yes, it does. There was a thing about morning, Dan. Good morning, Danny. Sorry. Yeah, I haven't seen. Obviously, I think the doxing of BBs has been taken out. Why tell the whole world? That's intentional. Yeah, it is intentional. Outing someone's place of work is 100% doxing. It's to harm someone's livelihood, even if listed. Yeah, Danny, that's it. But Elphaba doesn't see it that way. Yeah, they're live now on Kick. Yeah, no, they went live not long after I went live. Yeah, they went live not long after I went live. But no, it's considered doxing. But he will send their minions in to find out and blame them. Yes, even though they don't even know if that information is correct. Yeah, Danny, it is, yeah. Doxing is being thrown around a lot so much recently, like it's natural. Well, Danny, yeah, I mean, doxing has been happening around for a while. But yeah. Yeah, it has, yeah. It definitely has. Hi, Radicati. Hello, how you doing? I don't know. I just they do so much on a fucking daily basis. Jesus Christ. Oh, I have a headache now.
I did warn you about your blood pressure.
I know.
Did you listen?
No, they piss me off. They piss me off.
People at work piss me off.
Yeah, but yeah. I think E is escalating, so people retaliate so they can be unsafe. And if yeah, baby, I don't think that they are liking where they're living. I think, honestly,
Too much testosterone.
yeah. Nothing out there to find. I mean, well, yeah, I get that, Tina. Yeah. Good morning, Beatrix. Good morning. But yeah, I do think they're trying to do that because this is where that baby. That's the reason why I think they. I'm leaning more towards. I believe the fact that they are in a male-only place, which again, going back to the
Thanks for the gift.
going back to the. Thank you for the heart, me, Beatrix. Going back to the equality acting that Elphaba keeps on throwing around. I'm leaning more towards they are in a male-only place, and if they are in a male-only place, the Equality Act doesn't apply to them about being trans then, because legally, they'll do anything to get moved from where they is. Yeah, okay, they will. If it's correct and it's shared accommodation, he will have all their bills paid. He will have all bills to pay. He hates having to pay. Yeah, Danny. Yes. If he is, well, if he is, wouldn't he scream they're trans and in danger? See, Victoria, I think they would as well, but if it's a male only place, I think he wants to be as quiet as possible. I don't think that would cause as much of a scene there. I think they're just sending as many emails and as many documents out as possible.
Yeah, because they are in a room. They're in a flat share with what 4 or 5 other guys. All of which, even the weediest of them, would probably be able to pin him down and beat the living shit out of.
I don't even think they sang much, and that must be annoying them. Yeah, I know. Dan, sorry. Finally, he's being manhandled. That's it.
He likes being manhandled in a dark room.
Yeah, that's the only time he likes to be handled by a man is in a dark room. Which, again, that's all this is for. I'm going to be honest. That's all this is for. It's not for hormones. It's not to transition. Alpha was just trying to scam people for rugs and sex. Which I did also hear that, well, a rumor. Somebody put the rumor mill that Elphaba had to move from their current address because drug dealers might be after them.
Oh, did they not pay the tab?
Which, I can kind of see it. I'm like, with it, I can kind of see it.
Yeah, sounds like the sort of thing they do. Not pay their tab.
Yeah, I can kind of see it. Not pay that tab with it. Yeah, I can kind of see it. I can kind of see it. Oh, also, when it comes to YouTube, by the way, I have all, apart from this one, I'm going to have to do with this one and trim down all the things and do all the things, but all the live streams from last month and one from this month are all up. I just need, well, they're not all up yet. They're currently all on the back end. That sounds weird, but they're all on the back end. I just need to create the thumbnail for all of them and do all the things. But yes, they will all be up by the end of today, except this one, obviously, because this one I need to upload and do all the things. But yes, I finally caught up, people. I finally actually managed to catch up. I actually finally managed to catch up. I finally managed to catch up. Yes. I finally managed to catch up with that. So those will all be uploaded. Oh, by the way, is anybody else having problems with Linktree? I know we're going on random tangents, but is anybody else having trouble with Linktree recently? So, I tried to use Linktree again, but every single time I try and... So, I went to try and use it to try and like share and look into it. But every single time I try and do it, it comes up as like my sharing link isn't found, and I'm like, huh? What? Like the link, I can't click on it, if that makes sense. If that makes sense at all. Like, I don't know how it is for everybody else. Like, and then I did some research, and apparently a few people are having trouble with Linktree. It's like, so I'm like, is anybody else having trouble with sharing link trees or clicking on anybody else's link tree? I'm just like, although to be fair, I haven't clicked on anybody else's link tree. It's just I've only ever tried to click on my specific link tree. So I'm just wondering, does anybody else have that issue, or is it just me? Could just be me and my issue, but
Human technology
me and technology just doesn't want to work for me at all. Me and technology, it doesn't want to work for me whatsoever, and I'm like, I have problems with technology every single day. Every single day. Me and technology do not mix at all. Me and technology don't mix whatsoever. We don't mix. As you all know, I rant and rave at my technology all the time. All the time. I'm quite surprised that that this works half the time, as in like TikTok works half the time, because most of the time I'm like, I'm going to get my son's birthday present. It's his birthday present. Oh, nice, Gemma. Aw, how old will he be? How old will he be? $16. Oh, one of the big ages are 16, 18, 21, 30, and 50. 50 isn't the big one, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, 50 isn't the big one. No, so he'll be 16. Oh, God. We used to do birthday parties every year. Now I'm too old for him. He was born 1 week after yours. Wow, Jamie, yeah, wow. So you share a birthday with your son. Well, same month anyway. Yeah, Sweet 16, yeah. Although, have you seen some of these Sweet 16s that the Americans? I'm like, oh my God. Wow, do they go all out? Wow. Oh, he wants Lego.
Good man.
Yep. Yeah. You have missing, yeah. You're off to frolic. Oh, you're off to frolic, are you, Mystique? Well, I hope you have a good day. I hope you have a good, fabulous day. But yeah, the Sweet 16s in America, I'm like, holy shit. You wore heels for the first time on your 16th and broke your ankle. Jesus, Miss Thing. Wait, there's a UK version of My Super Sweet 16? Is there? Oh God, oh no. No, because Shell, that just reminds me of, this is going to sound so bad, but in my school, way back in the day, it just reminds me of the Orange Foundations. And the orange foundation and the concealer lip. Yeah. Interesting times back in my school days. Oh, he has his prom suit. I need to get him a suit. Oh, Gemma. Oh. Dream Moose days. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, baby, yeah. Yeah, Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse. Yeah, I mean, I never did it, but yeah.
School suddenly got invaded by Oompa Loompas.
Yeah, and but the thing is though, is that orange, I don't get the orange foundation because the concealer was the right color, but have you watched Young Moms? Is that with Mila Kunis? I think I might have. I think I might have. You was guilty of the Dream Matte Mousse, yeah. I think everyone had the Dream Matte Mousse. You conceal the lips also, yeah, yeah. And also the mascara with the white side that you put on first. Yeah, I've seen that, yeah. Yeah. God, yeah. I mean, I used to love Avon back in the... Oh, yeah, Avon. Yeah. Which is a multi-level market, but I don't know whether it is anymore, but it was an MLM. They're often 12 to 16 years old having babies. Oh no, then it's not the same thing, Tina. Oh my God. I mean, the thing about that is, I mean, if they've got the family support, then it can work, but most of the time they don't necessarily have the family support, and it can be difficult, and it's kids having kids, and it's really difficult. And a gorgeous blush felt so bougie. Ooh, Miss Thing. Ooh. My Avon lady lived on my street and would give you makeup. It was amazing. Ooh, baby. Nice. Nice. I I never had an Avon lady. Nah.
I've still got fucking sprays from Avon upstairs.
They'd be off now, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'd be well off now, I bet. But yeah. Oh, and for some reason the way the YouTube no, not the YouTube, the TikTok algorithm works is you watch one. You spent a fortune on Avon, Sarah. Yeah. I think for the first ever makeup that I was given makeup by a friend. And she gave me a lot of Avon products. But no, the way the TikTok algorithm works is you watch one video, and for some reason, I've gone down a rabbit hole. I used to love Avon Baby Bubble Bath, sorry. I've gone down a rabbit hole of, well, very political stuff, although that's natural. But so basically, the woman's sphere versus the manosphere, and a lot of very toxic masculinity, and people responding to that. And I'm like, I have to ask. I know we're going way off topic here, and it can relate to Elphaba, it needs to, but I've got so many questions as to, these manosphere with a podcast, as someone who's currently got a mic in front of me, anyway, and I'm a man, but anyway, so these men who have podcasts and who are speaking, and I'm like, but they are talking about how to get a woman, okay? They're talking about how to get a woman and how to get a lady and all these things. And I'm sat here going, who is this for? Because it isn't to get a woman. It isn't to get a woman at all. The way in which they speak, it's like a woman should be subservient, and a woman should be this, and a woman should be silent. And I'm like, this isn't to attract a woman. So I'm like, is it to attract other men who think like you? So I'm like, that's a bit. I'm like, yeah, Miss Thing. Yeah, I did think that to make money off incels. Yeah, Miss Thing. Instant turn off saying a woman should be this and that. Yeah, Michelle. I'm like, yeah, that's that target miss thing, and I'm like, but I'm sitting here and I'm like, the thing is though, is that sort of like the quote unquote incels and these young men that fall for it. I'm like, really, you're falling for this, huh?
But on the flip side, I've seen.
Oh yeah, on the flip side, I have seen some ladies, some women, and so like on the flip side of that, I've seen some women, literally, I've seen some women do that as well. By the way, I've seen some women go on about like that they basically regurgitate the same talking points, but I've also seen some women on the flip side of that say that they need to hate men, like really hate men, and I'm like, so who is this for then? I'm like, because I'm like,
The best one I've seen is it's just, the one with the list. Basically, trolls TikTok.
Yeah.
Finds,
The one with the list, yeah.
Finds people that are, finds clips of women, and says, well, what's a nick in a guy?
Yeah.
And then literally, it's like the most randomest shit.
Yeah, but I think she
Like,
was. I think she
what
just.
gives you the ick? Oh, a guy that wears board shorts. Oh, a guy that wears trainers. A guy that breathes. A guy that goes to the gym. A guy that wears trainers. A guy that cares for his mum.
I think.
A guy that cooks. It's like at this point, men just
No.
need to disappear.
Wait. Yes, but also no. I think so. There's that list. I have seen that. There's that lady with the list, right? Morning,
Thanks for
Fox.
the gift.
Thank you for the heart, me Melanie. There's that lady with the list, okay? But I think that's an offshoot, because there was an original lady with the list who was just basically, that was very, very basic. And it was just, well, basically asking basic things from men. But then I think that list is an offshoot, because that's a different lady.
No, it's not a lady. I don't know if it's a lady. But it's just the one with the list.
Thank you for having me say
And it's literally just clips of
just,
women saying, "Oh, what's a nick?"
yeah.
Or, what's a nick in men? And it's the most random shit. And it's up to like 500-600.
Yeah, I've seen
Maybe
that.
with a cute
I've seen
couple of
that.
copies, but it's just like it's the randomest
It
shit.
is random.
It's like wearing trainers, does gardening, cares for his mother,
Yeah.
has healthy relatitions.
Yeah.
What?
It is random. No, but like as I say, I keep on seeing about who we're just going through we went through the manosphere, because like I said, my FYP has gone down that sort of like
Thanks
the
for the
toxic manosphere and different iterations of that and many different things. Thank you for the Harmony Ickle. So my FYP is just fucking all over the shop anyway. Thank you for sharing, Sarah. So like my FYP is just all over the shop, like many different things. So it was just one of those interesting things of sort of like, when I sat there and I was sort of like, what do these men actually want? But then I'm like, huh? Good morning, LWSI. Good morning. It's sort of like, well, what are we doing here? It's sort of like gender politics. Yeah, different lady.
No, it's a guy with a list.
Oh, that is a big list. Oh yeah, they're just adding. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like just this one random video I found.
Yeah.
He's down to number 570.
Yeah.
But literally, the ones I can see is like 559, don't be one of the boys. 560, don't be an only child. 561, don't be a man.
Oh, Lucy.
562, don't be ticklish. 563, don't ever choke.
Yeah.
564, don't be polite. 565, do not be under 6 foot tall. 566, don't have the ability to type. 567, don't only possess one pillow. 568, don't only keep your password to yourself. 569, don't cross your legs, and 570, don't run for the bus.
Yeah, I think that's in response to the original lady who did have the list.
Is that Abigail P?
I can't remember her name. Yes, that's her. Have I seen he wanted to dye the cat pink? Yeah, I did see that, Dan. Yeah, that is the lady. Yeah, she's the original one with the list. Yeah. No, I think they were half asleep, Fox, when they said that. I think they were half asleep when they said that they wanted to dye the cat pink, and I was like, okay, that's a random thing to state. I don't think you can dye your cat pink.
I mean, good luck holding on to it.
Yeah, good luck trying to hold the cat to dye the cat, but yeah, the cat's black.
I can't even hold our cat when I'm trying to fucking deflare.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. What if he does? I hope no. Victoria, I don't think they will. Have you seen the thing that's going around at the moment about women not owning dogs over 50 pounds? No, Shah. What? Why can't? I have not seen that, Shah. Women not owning dogs over £50. Why? Yeah. No, I don't think they will. I don't think they will dye the cat pink. It's not dog that's the issue. It's yeah. I was that made me chuck. That made me cackle. I train PPW and Shitsund for a living. I'm butchering that, and I know I am. Oh no, yeah, I know the poor cat. I mean, she's the poor cat's climbing up the curtains. Although cats do that anyway. You're in trouble because you have two rather large Staffordshire Bull Terriers. I mean, you are, Sarah. You're in trouble. I'll go find it. It's what someone stitched as they've since deleted it. And I'll send it. Oh my god, of course they would delete it. God. Oh my life. But no, that's all like. Oh, well, because my FYP is just all over the freaking shop. But yeah, it's just so fascinating to see things. No, it's not just you. No, it's not just you, Sarah. I'm so confused. A huge man can have a chihuahua. That is a fucking nightmare. And I'm buying everyone, so... Dan. Wonder how they're cleaning the cat right now since they have no toilet to flush the litter.
They shouldn't be flushing it down the litter anyway.
They shouldn't be flushing it down the loo anyway, but yeah. They should be putting it in a bin. But yeah, I mean that's a good question. That's a good question. That is a mad fan question. Oh. Women shouldn't be allowed to own pit bulls or dog. What the fuck? Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. No. He has their own bathroom. Just no kitchen. It will block the drains. Yeah, it will. Oh, needs. Yeah, you're not wrong. So, Shah just sent me that. Hang on. What is this?
I don't think women.
Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh Jesus. Okay.
I don't think women
women should be allowed to own dogs over 50 pounds. And the reason is like, they just do not have an ability to say no to them and give them negative reinforcement when they are behaving badly.
That's on Big Dog. There's a clip where he had a small kitchenette but no bathroom. I don't know. Is that why they want air fryer will be allowed? Isn't it a fire risk? No, I don't think an air fryer will be a fire risk. What the? Hang on.
I don't think women should be allowed to own dogs over 50 pounds. And the reason is like, they just do not have an ability to say no to them and give them negative reinforcement when they are behaving badly.
I mean, huh? Okay. I mean, why not? Because apparently women can't say no to them. Yeah, I don't understand their logic at all. Or I don't understand his logic whatsoever. Bro is tripping. But that's one Big Dog. Bro is absolutely tripping. What the fuck? But no, you're not wrong. Someone said about it's a shared kitchen but ensuite bathroom. Yeah, I mean, I have no idea. Apparently we have post. Yeah, there were times to put that in. Sweet baby, my girls do too. I have the smallest part of the king size bed. They take over, Sarah. They take over. They completely take over.
And I'll be happy.
And
I'll be happy.
Oh, okay. You're supposed to train an animal. You're supposed to train an animal, not give negative reinforcement. I mean, yeah. But, Jesus. I can't with some people. Listen, listen, I know that we all allowed an opinion, but some opinions I'm like, maybe that should have been kept in a diary. Maybe that one didn't need to be aired out on TikTok. I swear, some people just do it to rage bait. I swear, some people just do it to rage bait. Ow. I swear they do. I swear they do it just to rage bait. Wonder if he wanted to really say they're too weak for bigger dogs. Possibly, yeah. Possibly. This says, I love having friends with different views / opinions, unless they're opinions that hurt people. Right, Lucy, yeah, I know. I know. Difference of opinions are good. So difference of opinions are good, but some opinions I'm like, maybe that one should have been kept in the diary. Tina's like, I would have been in jail if he said that to me. Well, that diary not made me cancel. Well, it's true. Hey, Scottish Tess, hello. And it's true. It's true. Some things could be kept in a diary. Tina would have been like, I would have clocked you one. Tina's like, if he would have said that to me, he wouldn't be alive.
He'd be occupying the dog kennel.
Yeah.
baby in bed, him in the dog kennel.
Yeah, that's pretty much. Yep. Thank you for the treasure box, private investigators.
Why
Yeah.
is it the pretty ones always have no brain cells?
I mean, yeah. You've got a Rottweiler mix German Shepherd. Oh, nice, Tina, nice.
Jesus Christ. You want any more protection?
I know, right? You just know he owns a small breed dog with that attitude. Well,
Yeah, he says it's his girlfriend's Chihuahua, but he always carries it.
yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking he doesn't have a girlfriend. Although, Chartreman said that he deleted that video. So, I'm guessing you didn't like the backlash. Guessing you couldn't handle the backlash.
No, Pamela and her 5 sisters fucking divorced him.
Yeah. Two chihuahuas here snoring on 7. Scottish chairs.
The demon hounds can stay away from me.
Demon house. Fucking hell. He's never met women with proper walking dogs, clearly. Clearly, Lucy. Very clearly. Very clearly. Poor thing. Aww. He looks young too. Poor thing. Aww. Aww. Poor little thing. Wait, what? Oh, Tina, wow, okay. Okay. Jesus, wow. Holy shit. Depot just a talk. Depot just a conversation. We just want to have a little conversation with the breeder. Just a conversation. Just a little combo. One of mine is a rescue from Romania, found in carrier, bag legs tied with one. Oh my God, Scottish chest, damn. I mean, it's a good conversation, Lucy. It's a good conversation opener. It's a good conversation opener. Yeah, the breeder's fucked up. Yeah, definitely. Speaking of dogs, there's my neighbours. Excuse me. Okay, Gemma. I hope you have a good day shopping in town. Oh, everyone, I think you can grab your coins, by the way. Private investigators put a treasure box in, so I think you can grab your coins.
Thanks for the gift.
Thank you for the help me, Liz. As they moved away.
Thanks for the gift.
She was a friend on Facebook, but some was another. Oh, okay.
Thanks for the gift.
Thank you for the Go Popular Show. Thank you for the Heart Me Lucy. Thank you for the awesome
Thanks for the
Gemma.
gift.
Thank you for the Go Popular sense of style.
Thanks for the gift.
Thank you for the
Thanks for the
roses, Rose Linda. And thank you for the sleigh, Lucy.
Thanks for the gift.
Thank you for the rose, Linda. She didn't know how to bark
for
or
the
play
gift.
with toys. I had her 7 years. She's fantastic. Ah, Scotch Tess. Oh, see, oh, that's so sweet. Oh, hey Kiki, hello. How you doing? How you doing? We're just chilling and chatting right now. I've had my rage.
Thanks
so
for the gift.
Thank you for the Go Popular, Liz. I've had my rage about Elphaba, so I went to court. They got
Thanks
no
for the gift.
animals for 5 cents. Good. Good, Tina, good. Thank you for the Go Populars, Liz. Hey, Lolly, hello. What did I miss? Elphaba being a complete dick. But what else is new? We all need a little rage on every now and again. Yeah. Hey, Kit, hello. How you doing? Alphaba being a dick.
Thanks for the gift.
Thank you for the help me, Emily. So we went through. So we went through a clip of me. You're so funny. I mean, okay, I'm doing good, kid. So Alphaba being the usual miscreant self. I mean, yeah. Went through a clip. You've been banned from all their chats. He doesn't know the truth. I mean, Scottish just. So we went through a clip of theirs from the Resistance. Sorry, went through Resistance clips. They went through the legal process. Everyone's getting freaking sent to prison or whatever, which is not true, by the way. They went through the Equality Act, which doesn't apply to them because none of their shit's legal. So there's that. And also, the last clip that we went through was a clip about them saying that somebody in Hamilton, a theatre in Hamilton.
No, Hamilton is production.
Hamilton's the production, sorry. A theatre. Yeah, basically a theatre. Somebody doxed them, their address apparently, allegedly. So Alphaba decided to dox them in return, but Alphaba turned around and said that that's not doxing because it's a public address. Still doxing. We're all getting sued and sent to prison. Yeah, I can't wait for my Iron Bar holiday. I know, Lucy, right. Defamation of character is beyond hilarious because what character? I mean, Lolly, yeah. But also, I think... so, they want people to send Alphaba clips. Basically, I think it's clips from other people's live streams and comments from other people's live streams. But not comments from their own live streams. Because I think comments and screenshots from their own live streams would prove... I think that the comments where people are threatening to unalive Elphaba and unalive the cat, the police would be able to track those and say that it would come from them. That's my theory anyway. Defamation requires having a positive public perception to begin with. Yes, Lucy, yeah, it would, yeah. But that's pretty much what today's bullshit is about. But Elphaba went live not long after I went live today, so they were live on Kick.
Have you seen what Dean's had to say about the other live?
No, I haven't seen Dean's videos. I haven't seen what Dean's put.
He
What?
did several videos about yesterday's the live yesterday.
Oh, did he? Oh, I've not seen Dean's videos. I should. Are they long?
Couple of minutes.
Should I watch Dean's videos? Because I've been like, because of the way in which things come up. I love Dean. Oh, did he get a love in your house? Oh, that's awesome for Dean. I think I saw Dean come in this morning, like into the live stream. He didn't say anything. So are we talking? Are we talking 21 hours ago? Which one are we talking? Where do I start?
So let's get into the main bulk of the live.
Because that was 23
23.
hours ago.
So I think you might want to.
Another thing that Orion will do is
That was a day ago.
Thanks for the gift.
I think that one might have been it.
Another thing that Orion will do is, focus on the cat to play the victim complex.
Which-
No, there is another one.
So what does Orion do? What weapons does he use when he's feeling like he's not getting the victim complex that he desires from his fall?
There's a lot of videos.
Something I have mentioned previously to... Morning.
You're going to have to do that again. Or go just flick down and flick back up.
So for the last video of today,
No, flick back.
it is a bit of an emotional one. I wanted to introduce someone called John West to you.
No.
So for the... Morning, guys. Something I have mentioned previously to you all is the
No, we've
really
seen that one.
concerning...
Do you want to go from that one or the one before?
Go from there.
Good morning, Amber. I'm silly, just playing some Minecraft in between. Nice, kid. Let's get, so the way in which I'm going to have to do this, and then...
Something I have mentioned previously to you all is the really concerning behaviour about using filters. He's a 22-year-old male and he filters himself to fuck, but it's not that he just filters himself to look smooth or to do this, to do that. He actually uses like a baby face filter. There's no adult wanting to use a baby face filter. I think it's just wrong that an adult would want to make themselves look like a child. There is no reason.
Thanks for the gift.
There's no reason.
Thank you for the go, popular Liz. It's raining so bad here, I won't be doing much. The wind will blow me away. I get that. Thank you for the go, popular Liz.
That validates why would a man want to make him look like a child. Although we do know that his connection with children is his audience and they give him money and he finds them easy to manipulate. And that is why he likes to make himself look like a child, so a child feels more comfortable talking to him. It's a typical predator behaviour. You become relatable, you show things that kids like, you talk about things that kids like. You fart, you burp, you make stupid noises. Do you get where I'm going with this? So I'm going to show you 3 stages of filters of Orion and put it really into just simple. It's hard to really maybe differentiate when you're just looking at a video of him with one filter on. But when you see it in quick succession, whatever the word is, don't know what the word is, you've got, first of all, baby face filter. The middle one is just maybe a bit of smoothing.
I'm sure I've gone from 25 to 31 in the time he went from 19 to 22. I mean, yeah.
On the face, and the last one is no filters, right? So you will be able to see very quickly the stages, and then you'll see how severe the first baby face filter is. It's disgusting. Have a look.
Block them all. Literally block every single person in this chat.
Now, hopefully, for any
Sorry, the last one. Black them all.
parents that have kids are on this app and hopefully see this video, can you see the stark difference? So the middle, he's obviously smoothed himself out a lot, and the first compared to the last of what he actually looks like, I would say that's probably maybe even a little bit filtered.
It does make sense. It definitely does.
Can you see how much of a child he makes himself look like? He makes him look so young, and that is concerning on so many levels. Why would you want to imitate the effects of looking like a child?
Thank you for the Orion's digital footprint. They do have a big digital footprint.
The reasons are to be relatable, not to look scary to children, to look... Children rely on relatability, and that's... the whole world does, right? There is people why they relate to my content, because they relate to me and they believe in the same things that I do.
That's the thing, you know, you build a community on relatability. You do. You build a community on relatability. He had one on about that. Great, yeah, I was fuming. He is saying, you don't know what I have been through. We do, that's the thing. No, that happens to me sometimes, Gina. Have you seen Charlie Roth video? I'm butchering that. Where he sees E speaking to kids, then runs away when sees Charlie. Oh no, don't think I've seen that one. It is weird to use the kids filter. It is the kid filter. It really is. Oh really, Tina? That's weird. And Gene is amazing.
About Orion and my other channels, my animals, whether it be my day-to-day life, they find comfort.
I thought about doing that, but I give up. You're going to get all the content in one fucking place.
In relatability. Children also find comfort in relatability when they're in the playground with their friends they find something they relate, whether it be bugs, whether it will be butterflies, whether it be the colour pink. That relatability builds connections. By Orion doing he can only do this on TikTok, by the way. On TikTok, he does this childlike filter, looking like that. The kid's going to find relatability.
Thanks for the gift.
But then, of course, we have him talking about sex, drugs, alcohol.
Thank you for the tofu, Orion's digital footprint. Yeah, that's never happened before, but kept saying you can't comment. I couldn't read the rest. Oh, really, Tim? That's weird. He said he needs their mummy. She is not answering her phone. Yeah, Scottish test. Yeah, they did say that.
Cups. Whilst
hey, Julie.
like that is absolutely
hey, Nikki.
disgusting. And there is no... Orion, tell me, is there any valid reason why you need to do that? Why? Why is the middle one not enough? Why do you have to make yourself look like a child? Please give me a reason, or anyone that follows Orion. But I know you won't, because you don't defend him. But why would you need to look like a child? And just hope for everyone out there you can see.
Thank you for the heart, Nikki.
When it's side by side, I give you 3 different options: child, bit of a smoother on, and no filter. That man has no business going from the end one to the beginning one.
Not wrong. Not wrong. I need to go to here.
So this is the start. So this is the start.
See, this is where sort of like, I can totally agree. Like, I don't know why Elphaba decides to use the kid filter. Maybe because they want to be a kid again. Which ain't gonna happen, love. Ain't gonna happen. Because they don't want to be an adult anymore. Being an adult sucks. Well, welcome to the real world.
I'm going to be probably in a couple of videos that I have to go through this actual live, which is going to feature this clip in it. Just some very interesting...
Because Elphaba does so much. Yeah, Victoria, I do think they want to draw the kids in, yeah. Yeah, they probably do miss the child voice as well, Kit, yeah. Because that's when they were relevant. They were relevant when they were a kid, and they missed the relevancy, and they miss it all.
Things said, I'm going to step in through the clip. It's only a short clip at the start of the very long live, like, that I'm going to have to go through in multiple videos just to put some right things to say against what he's saying, or logical things against what I'm saying. But this one's been clipped short, so I can just quickly step in because it's just a short clip of him saying things. There's quite a lot of things that you could actually counteract and say, well, actually, no.
But these criminals that are doing this to me, you're being watched.
Oh, we went through this. The criminals. Criminals. Well, no. The criminals who are watching Elphaba, apparently. Allegedly.
So many of my supporters, and they're not all children, thank you very much. They're actually...
As I've said...
Where do I think he will be in 10 years? Either, well, I'm going to say in prison. In prison. Or they're either going to be in prison, or they're going to be trying to do the exact same grift, but they're going to be hated so goddamn much that they're not going to be able to leave the house. One of the two. One of the two. You know, one of the two. But I'm leaning more towards prison. The fact me and E are the same age makes me feel some type of way. I mean... Yeah, that E's 22.
Before, so what happens with a narcissist? They get dangerous when what they're currently doing isn't effective enough to cause what they want to be looking like the victim.
Yep.
They'll ramp it up in their actions and what they say and what they do. And what we have seen with Orion over the years, they definitely have ramped up. So now he's calling everyone criminals. Now, that if he ever related that to me, and I've got a completely clean criminal record.
Me too. You're a smooth criminal. Dun, 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 dun. It is a rough 22. Don't know why that song just came into my head, but it did.
He'd be hearing from someone, right? If you ever said my name and the word criminal in the same sentence, you best believe he'd be getting done for defamation because he's saying my name against being a criminal, and my criminal records prove absolutely clean as a whistle. So just a word of warning, Orion. At the moment, you're generalising, but when you make it specific and you say my name in the same sentence, you best believe you're going to be hit.
Alien Ant Farm, yeah, they did a really good cover of that. They really did.
Hearing from someone, and unlike you, I will be getting a solicitor involved. Okay, not none of this. I'm gonna get lawyers involved, which never fucking happens. So yeah, he's big on calling everyone a criminal, which haven't actually done anything criminal. Why are we still around? Why is everyone doing what they're doing still? Because we're not doing anything criminal. You put everything on the World Wide Web for everyone to comment on. Maybe stop spending your life online so we don't witness this bad behaviour and have to comment and do fucking awareness.
Oh, Taylor Swift 22, yeah, in my brain. Yeah, that's a good song too. You know, what does it matter what your past is, isn't who you are today. I mean, yeah.
Because our lives would be a lot fucking easier. I wish I wouldn't have to do this. You spend quite a lot of my life doing this, so hopefully people watch this and actually get some clarification of your absolutely bad actions. Very interesting wording. Not all of them are kids, so some of them are. Very interesting wording there. So not all of them are kids. So what? So some of them are then, Orion, which is bad. Kids should not be watching you. Full stop. You doing what you're doing there for a reason. They don't need to be witnessed it. So some of them are kids, but not all of them. Then you, like you said, when he talks about men, he goes, daddies, older, men, all this kind of stuff. Being very deflective of probably the very realistic what he is into. Yet we've never seen him with an older guy in his life. Most of his followers are quite a bit older. They're older than him, okay? So he's convincing us on that level. But you call us lot, well, so older than you call us old people and all this kind of stuff. You insult our age. Our age is a benefit because we're a lot clock you.
Yes, hell 85, but yeah.
A lot wiser. We've been through, lived through, come out the other end. We're a lot wiser than you are. That's why we're able to do what we do, because we can see right through your fucking antics and what you do. So if they're a lot older, they're not your supporters, Orion. Supporters where? If they're older, they should be able to come to me and we should be able to have a conversation about why what I'm doing is wrong against you. Not one person has ever come to your support without being childish. A child posting
Hail Mary, thank you for the heart, mate. Yeah.
Pictures and that's it. No one can have a healthy debate about why I'm wrong and what I do and what I say about you is wrong.
And that's a good point.
Thanks for the gift.
That's a good point. No one can actually, none of Alpha's supporters will come and have an actual conversation because they know, deep down, they know. They know. They know. Deep down, they know.
There's videos of you doing said things. No one supports you. Get this into your head. You do not have any supporters. Full stop. I've still got a video that's going on like 15,000 views. Not one of them has commented to support you. Check your support list because you ain't got any.
Quite older than me, these people who actually got my back. Because they see it's not alright. At all.
Well, where the fuck are they? Where are you adult supporters who find what we're doing immoral? Come to my comment section. Please come to the comment section. No bitching, no nothing, and tell me why moralistically what I'm doing I'm wrong. Why am I wrong? Why am I wrong for saying what I am? You're gonna tell me that I call him a him when he wants to be called a she? Just because people want to be called something don't mean that I have to oblige to it, right? So what are you going to tell me what I'm saying I'm doing is wrong? If you support Orion, please come to the comment sections and support him because you moralistically think what I'm doing is wrong. Your offer is there. Please come and comment.
People seem to forget I have adult supporters my age up. So my supporters have got my back. I understand you're being watched. You don't even have to like me, but this is about morals now, okay? This is about being moral.
Ooh, morals. Elphaba doesn't have any.
And safe. And a decent human being. You don't have to like stuff I've done them.
Morals, safe, and human being.
I'm doing good, Kaz. I hope you're doing good too.
Yeah, keeping people safe and being moral. right? There's something you know nothing about because you are the things you've let minors and adults alike witness that have been through trauma. If you say you've been through these traumatic events, you would not put anyone else through a traumatic event by doing and saying what you do. You allow children to witness you talking about sex, drugs, alcohol and illegal activities, and quite graphically in some points that points they don't need to know. You give them information about wrong medical advice. You glorify depression and medication of wrong effects that it does. You don't give people a realistic view on the world. You live a world that no one should look at and look up to and say, that's what I want to be like one day. Yet you do morally, you don't know morals as far as you can fucking see over that nose. You cannot. Those words should not come out your mouth. You're throwing that at people. And these adults that follow you, again, minus the kids, because you know some of them are, where are these adults? Stop deluding yourself about you've got support. You've got feeders. Like feeders feed big women that they want to get bigger and bigger and bigger. These adults feed you more.
That just reminds me, is it Amberlyn Reed? I think it's Amberlyn Reed. It's been a while since I've seen any of her content, but I think it's Amberlyn Reed.
To watch you fall and downfall and have your fits and do stupid shit. That's what they pay for, Orion. Get this in the head. Sooner you realise that your people are just playing.
No, Elphaba knows. Elphaba knows, and Elphaba's well aware that Elphaba doesn't really have any support. So his mother crashing out.
For a sadistic show, the sooner you might be able to better your life. They're not just...
You haven't heard of Amberlyn in a while either. No, I haven't heard in a while either.
Paying you because they want to help.
I think she's still around.
Like, they're paying to see you fall.
I think she's still around. I think she's still around though.
So what does Orion do? What weapons does he use when
Oh, many weapons. Oh, thank you, Lucy. What weapons do we use? Many weapons. Every single day of their life.
he's feeling like he's not getting the victim complex that he desires from his followers or from the world. He brings out even more stuff, like maybe it's, oh, I'm got ADHD, I'm disabled, I'm autistic. No, he brings the tics out. With the things you say and do, I really don't know how you
Thanks for the gift.
night. You are one disgusting, vile individual.
Thank you for the help me, Kaz. Yeah, I know, like...
I'm pretty sure this is the reaction you want from putting on your tics like you do. But awareness has to be made. Number one, tics are very individual to the person, I totally get that, but you can see that one is very much done. If anyone can replicate it, usually it means that your tic isn't coming from a genuine place, but let's put the facts in there. So he said he gets autistic, so he gets autistic tics, okay? But the fact is these only come out once a year, these tics, once or twice a year. So you're saying you are able to suppress these tics to only once or twice a year, but your autism is daily. If you have...
Whenever they need sympathy.
Thanks for following.
Thank you for following, Chrissy. Whenever they need sympathy. That's when they need the tics. Whenever nothing else is working, the tics come out.
Autism, you're autistic for your whole life, Orion. Why is it that only a handful of times we've seen these tics? Because they're used as a weapon when you're not getting the victim complex that you so desire, right? It's an absolute kick in the bollocks to anyone that does suffer from tics that are involuntary and they just come out. It is such... I just don't know how you sleep it like that. You can be so disrespectful to people and mock things like this. People with tics wish they didn't have tics and they wish they could control them like you could, Orion. But here we go, taking the piss out of people that take that tic. So you also say when you're getting overstimulated and things get too much, you tic or whatever, which you have been stating before, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't look overstimulated there, you look quite calm and collected. So why have you ticked? What's caused you to tick in that moment? It's absolutely an autistic
But they were perfectly fine, pissed out their tree, not ticking. Okay.
ticks. I don't think they're that common, if I'm honest with you. But here we go again. I do not know how you sleep at night. Yes, you're probably getting the bad press that you so want in all your fellow other scumbags on this app, but you don't realise how much of a disgusting person you are. You are absolutely vile. I do not know how you sleep at night, knowing what you do and what you have said. But you're trying to. This is what I mean. You never better yourself. You're now at the end of your cycle where you're getting old.
Oh, you would think, yeah. You would think, Kaz, yeah. Delani, hello. My niece is autistic, very high functioning. She doesn't tick. I get that. I get that.
Ultimate victim complex. It's not real, Ryan. You're mocking the community. You're a disgusting, vile individual. You're absolutely diabolical. You're just one of these human beings that just know no bounds to what your limit is. That's what's terrifying about you. Give it a rest.
Also, wouldn't autism tics be on the diagnosis then?
Another thing that Ryan...
Just out of curiosity, but wasn't mentioned, was it?
Another
No.
thing that Ryan will...
Because, you know... yeah, I do hope the authorities start seeing through the lies, and I think they are slowly. But, you know, just another thing, you know. Wasn't mentioned, was it? Good morning, T.
do is, or you know, focus on the cat to play the victim complex. I've got a cat, feel sorry for me, when he's actually...
Yeah, they forgot to add their own sentence to their own letter. He wrote it themselves in ChatGPT. Yep, they forgot to add that, didn't they? And still no NHS proof. Nope. Nope. Still none. But
Thanks for the gift.
you would think, if Elphaba, I nearly said if autism has tics. Thank you for the heart me tea. If Elphaba had these autism tics, it would be, and that's a highly stressful situation. That would bring the anxiety up if you was going, because, you know, any appointment brings my anxiety up. You would think, you know, having that appointment would bring the tics out more. But nope, wasn't mentioned, was it? Nah, of course not, because it's all lies. The tics is a lie, the autism diagnosis is a lie, and this is the reason why I turn around and say Elphaba is a scumbag and a liar. I have family who tics and drinking makes it worse, so they don't anymore. Appointments make my anxiety. Yeah, I don't like appointments. It's the reason why I avoid them at all costs.
Thanks for the gift.
Should ring the doctor, but leave me alone. Thank you for the heart, McBell, Cheryl.
The cat's worst enemy.
I love you so much, and I will protect you, and I will fucking fight them for you, I promise you.
Oh, and you'll leave your cat for 15 hours without going back, because all in the aid of you going out and having a drink and mocking Ask Angela to get the victim complex. You're also fucking how long to get cats what they need, i.e. a climbing tree. Also, you'll blow on the fucker when it's annoying you, when it's at your emotional support animal, Orion. Also, you don't keep it in the best conditions. I love it so much, I'll keep it in a rubbish dump. Also, you'll wait so long to get it spayed. Oh, also, you'll move apartments and not prepare yourself enough to bring its cat tree with it. You'll leave it there because you're not, you know, you love it so much you're not prepared to. Don't give me that bullshit, Orion. The cat is only there so people feel sorry for you as an aid. Victim complex. Oh, I love my baby, my emotional support animal that I abuse constantly.
Yep, that cat is a prop. That cat is an absolute prop, and we all know it. That cat is a prop and a half.
So let's get into the main...
That cat's a prop.
So let's get into the main bulk of the live. I've got a 9-minute clip I need to dissect and go in and speak in bits.
Oh, I think the move happened too quickly. They were just kicking them out after warning them. Probably, Danny, yeah.
I don't know how long this is going to take me to do. It might take...
And he thought he could play the system to stay. Yeah, Danny, yeah. That's the reason why they were seen at the library trying to
Thanks
print
for
out
following.
fake documents. Thank you for following, Casmoon. That's the reason why they were trying so desperately to print out their fake documents.
Free goes to go into it, but it's the main things that I want to cover. So let's get into part one of the actual live, where he did say a lot of stuff that needs.
No, they're not singing there. They did try it, but I think they got told not to, Danny.
Commenting on.
Yeah.
I know we've been through this, but it's always good to hear somebody else's point of view. Although people can use cats as support animals, they're not actually recognised as assistance animals. Really, private investigators? I mean, my fur brat is currently on the windowsill next to me.
I guess it's my fault really, but it's just
Absolutely correct. It is all your fault. Everything that's happening to you is your fault. You reveal your locations, you do all this stuff online, and everyone has a reaction to your actions. But the thing is, you sit there and say, yeah, it's my fault, but then do it all over again on a repeat cycle. For 4 years you've been doing this, Orion, and you still haven't stopped, which must mean it's the only way you're gaining money, so therefore you can't stop. But you're absolutely correct. It absolutely everything.
Yeah, I can turn Dean up.
I haven't seen anything otherwise to say, no, don't do that, that's not your fault. Yes, you shouldn't be doxxed, but you're saying people are going to rape your cat and all that kind of stuff, and people are telling you to do this and the other. Why is it that we never see any evidence of that? Because
We do never see any evidence of that whatsoever. We never see it. This is the thing, because cats do their own thing, so they are not classified as a support animal. Yeah, they do. They definitely do. I think he's addicted to social media, to be honest. He isn't making the money, surely, on lives. No, but they are making money on Kick. Whenever he is doing... whatever he is doing will come out eventually, or the truth of it anyway. Yeah, it will do, yeah. It will.
didn't happen, but you are correct. Everything is your fault.
shouldn't pretend you have autism. I do have autism.
I've already raged about this, and I will rage about it until Elphaba stops trying to claim autism. They can claim FASD, but then they'd have to blame their mother for that, wouldn't they? Oh wait, no, because then they try and weaponize FASD against everybody else. I think not many properties will allow a service cat like they will dogs. I mean, I just think the cat's there, you know, because Elphaba wants the cat.
Not them coming for you because of the filter. Yeah. Message me if you need me. Oh, you're so lovely. Thank you.
Absolutely, I'll come for you.
Yeah, there's many videos of Elphaba lying about autism.
The filter, not with a little bit of smoothing, even though it is dramatically different from what you look like in real life. But when you make yourself look like a minor to
BB's awake. Hello. Did you? Well, I've only been live for a couple of hours, love. Are you okay? It's sick. It really is sick, Kaz. It really is. Yeah, but when evicted, they'll have to find somewhere willing to accept a cat. I mean, most places will now private investigators because of the new laws that have been put in place. He states how much he loves that cat, yet isn't doing the bare minimum to look after it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm okay. I got a few hours, better than nothing. I mean, yeah, that is better than nothing, BB. That is better than nothing. I think there's something in the air. I mean, I did sleep well yesterday, but there's something in the air.
relate to minors, I've got a lot to say about it.
It is not to those that have autism. I'm diagnosed with autism, so I don't know why you're coming at me for that.
You're not diagnosed with autism. Stop lying. I swear, I've already ranted about this.
Your body never lies, Orion. Straight look to the side as you say it, because you can't look into the camera, usually indicates that you're lying. But all you've produced is document after document from ChatGPT. It's been run through various things. It's proven
Hey,
to be
Kirsty.
AI, and you didn't know what half the information was in there. It says you lied.
Yeah, which by the way, Just went over it, but what about you're now doing the ticks again? Wouldn't that be on your assessment and in those letters? Yeah, pathological defiance. Yeah, I used to. Yeah, they are. But Danny, yeah, they are saying that
fucking cars, trains, and travel, and wicked
because they're using Google. They're using Google.
Even mentioned, which would indicate you didn't have a very good conversation with the person that was assessing you. They never sent you the letter by post. Never, because we see you in the library printing documents out. So from what we can see, we've never had any
Little squeaks, Kit. They do little squeaks and little shakes.
hardcore evidence other than your mouth to say that you're autistic.
Girl, be kind to yourself. Thank you, yeah.
They said today the cough was vocal stim. I know, baby. No, it's not. They. As my girls' dance class. I think. What was it? I don't know about this morning. They went live this morning. I don't know because they went live when I went live, so I don't know. I don't know about this morning. Like, it's not. The cough isn't a vocal stim. Someone said that to them in the chat and they've ran with it they've ran with it. The reason why they cough is because they're doing snow. That's the reason. That's the real reason. A lot of Elphaba's mannerisms is to do with drugs. I really wish people would stop trying to claim shit. Elphaba has come downs. Not meltdowns, not anything like that. Calm down. Elphaba is a drug addict. That's it. Point blank period. That is it. They're a narcissist and a drug addict. And they can't handle the word no. Yeah, post-nasal drip, yeah. Like
I've lost my new medication, so I don't have any of that right now. So I'm currently withdrawing from that new medication, so I have nothing right now.
This morning live, I said he is definitely having a come down. Yeah, they have multiple come downs. They have multiple come downs, not just from drugs, not just from like hard drugs, but from alcohol. Elphaba is constantly pissed or constantly on drugs. They're constantly high or constantly pissed. And it's a repeated cycle that they're in. They're in this toxic cycle of, I need to get high, and their body is craving the drugs. They're craving alcohol and they're craving drugs. Wasn't he singing there to knock on the door? Yeah, I believe so.
So, yeah.
Wrong use of wording. I'm just going to correct you there. Withdrawing with me.
I don't know if you've seen the video when he said that he puts the cat in the fridge. Yeah, I think that was a joke.
Actually, withdrawing from a medication or a drug to withdraw from it to obviously, to come clean off it. So I think you've used the wrong word in there. But if you've lost your medication, that's your fault, right? I know some of us lose our medication, but I know I put my medication where it needs to be, especially with my mental health meds. You better make sure that I know that I'm ordering it when I'm running out. You better make sure that I know exactly where it is, because I know what the consequence is if I don't take it. This is not the first time we've seen you misplace meds or forgot to order them on re-prescription, which severely affects the impact they have on you, Orion.
I appreciate you guys, just I can't look at the chat sometimes, it's just overwhelming. Comments going off. It's just all these questions, it's just crazy, I can't deal with it.
Well, how about you get off the fucking live? Isn't that the most simplest answer? If the position you're in the environment you're in, you don't want to answer questions and it's overstimulating you and you can't look at the screen, get off live. You are sitting in, you're basically putting on a show, you are, but there's people that are going to come into your live wanting to talk to you.
You got blocked from the live yesterday, Kaz. Oh no. I was going to call police this morning, them going on about their grave. Scottish Tess. That's what they want, though, was triggering. Yeah, I get that. Like, but that's what they want. They want people to do that.
That is the point of a live, or you do something to entertain people. You don't just go on a live and sit there and do. No, well, no, a lot of you do, but you're sitting there saying the effects of the live are making you feel that way, and you can't look at the screen, and people are just asking you genuine questions. They look like your followers, and you do that. Turn off the comments. What's the point of you being on live, Ryan? There is no point on that point, other than the fact that you people are going to gift you because you look all sad. Get off the live. If it's causing that much of a problem for you, there's no point you being on there. You're not entertaining anyone. You're not answering. You're not interacting with anyone. Why would?
Sorry, Scottish Test. Yeah, like Elphaba triggered a lot of people, and they do it on purpose. They're doing it deliberately to get people's backs up. I said about it. But he doesn't like what I had to say. No, he doesn't like what a lot of people have to say.
You sit on the live, yet you still do.
I just have such a shit life.
And whose fault is that? And whose fault is that? Yours. There's only one person to blame for the path that your life has taken, and it's you. The only person to blame is yourself. If you look at the opposite of what you could have been, if you were genuinely trans and you didn't scam people out of hundreds of thousands of pounds,
Yep.
you could have been leading the way for trans people, showing them how the journey goes, being an inspiration. But you didn't. You chose to spend the money on other things. You had a better setup in life than and you still keep giving. People, you're getting put in houses, you're getting put in flats. There's homeless veterans on the street, Orion. There's homeless people that fought in the war so you could live your life.
Yeah, Danny, that's what's coming next. That's what's coming next. Because they're not getting what they want.
That you do. They are on the streets. They don't get housed. So thank your lucky stars.
And that's what's making me so angry. There are trans people that have lost their lives. There are trans people out there on the street. But not just trans people, but LGBT plus. Like the whole community right now is being attacked, and you've got this.
You sitting there saying you've got a shit life. You've had more money and more opportunities than any of us could have ever had. Yet,
yeah, he could have had a huge platform raking it in, but he couldn't hide the real narcissistic them. Yeah, exactly.
there you sit with no friends, no one that likes you, and keep destroying your life over and over again. So your life is pretty good to a war veteran that has been in the war, that fought rights. Because if Germany had won the...
And it's not just about... I know Dean's going on about war veterans. They've had to fight for our rights, right? But the whole LGBT plus community has also had to fight for our rights. Okay, Kit. I hope you have a good day. We're about to fight for our rights. Yep. To party. Autistic individuals have had to fight to be heard, to be seen. And then you've got Elphaba sat there going, my life's so miserable. No, it isn't. You're lying constantly about said conditions. He even came after BPD people, which I do have, and he hasn't got another don't have a clue. Anyone with autism knows how hard it is. Some can't do half of what he's doing. Yeah, I know, Danny. Like, Elphaba has no idea. Absolutely no fucking idea. But, of course, Elphaba's like, oh, I'm just gonna calm people again and again and again and again and again. Good afternoon, Caroline. And again.
War, you would not be sitting there claiming you're trans and trans lives are human rights. Trust me, you'd be locked up if it was a very different story. But these men are on the streets, so you can sit there in that homeless accommodation that you might be in. Just be very, very thankful that you've got a roof over your head. Start with the basics around.
I remember the days people were arrested simply for being gay, and he's undoing. Oh yes, exactly. Yeah. Okay.
And you might appreciate your life a little bit more.
Information from me, I'm sick of it.
Naturally, if you put your whole fucking business, your whole baggage on
Dean is like a series aired daily, and I must watch it. I know, Dan.
online in your life online visually, and it comes out your mouth. People are naturally going to be inquisitive and ask questions. If it's that bad and you're sick of it, stop doing it. Simple. Not even recognising that someone had just sent him 2 roses.
It's funny how he gets upset on live, but no one is falling for it anymore. No, no one is. Well, some people are, but not many.
Not even recognising, no thank you, no nothing, not even acknowledgement. Absolute disgrace.
Can I be okay?
Good morning, Nanike. Good morning. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. Why are they literally smooth as an egg? So weird. They're using a smoothing filter.
Okay, I'm getting texts by people now. I'm not okay. I got people stalking me 24/7. People wanting to find out where I live, harm my cat, harm me. Why does this happen to me?
Again, you're using stalking, you don't know what the definition is of stalking. If you mean Cam 2 as Cam 2ing you, Cam 2ing already the live that you're putting on so the world can see. You don't realise, once you go on live, people can record that, no problem. There is no law against that, but you're going to call that stalking. People want to find out where you live. Well, little birdie tells me that you were on Grindr just the other day, H&H. You wanted a bit of H&H session, shows your location and your distance in kilometres. So you're going to invite someone round for a bit of fun, H&H session, when you're trying to hide your identity and hide where you live and conceal everything, yet you're on Grindr when you can see the distance. Don't you think there's gay men out there that don't like you? I'm one of them, right? I'm one of them.
That's a very good point. They only got where it's true. Why isn't it? Yeah, no, that's a very good point. Though I didn't clock that because I'm not on Grindr, but like, that's a very good point. Elphaba's on Grindr, which gives away your location. Elphaba's on these dating apps, not just Grindr, that gives away your location to the. Oh. There needs to be an intervention to get E off this app. E is really pushing things. I mean, yeah, it may not show their exact address, but can show the distance. Yes, Emily, yeah. It won't show the exact address, but it will show the distance, yeah. But then Elphaba will invite these. I mean, they can't invite people around their new address, but they did invite people around their old address. Or try to, at least, anyway. I would say he's going to put themselves in an unsafe situations. But he's actually a big lad with a temper. I mean, Danny, yeah. I wouldn't mind protesting outside TikTok. I mean, Kirsty, yeah. Just protest outside TikTok. All the wrong ones. Get them all off.
So before you start saying that...
Or just close down fucking TikTok at this point.
H&H on your new location, seeing what bit of booty you can get round, right? And get drugs involved as well. So don't give me all that bullshit. So who's texting you? Who is texting you? Report it to the police, or why don't you better still say, well, these are the people that text me. Show us these awful texts you're getting. And who is threatening your cat? It's all BS. You keep saying people want to say and do this to your cat. There ain't no one out there doing that. You'd be the first one to tell us. You said there was an Instagram account about abuse to your cat. Why haven't that been shown to us? Well, you'd screenshot it straight away and use that as leverage.
Yeah, they would. Let's go Nando's after the protest. Nando's? Oh my god. I hope that their code that he was using to get in the old place is blocked. I hope so too.
To feel like the victim. But the truth is, none of this is all happening. You're the one that, oh, I'm in Westfield. You're the one that does this, shows your location, shows the background of where you are. It's just, you are your own worst enemy. You keep saying, oh, it's so hard, my life's this. You are the leading thing that all this comes out of. You put the footage out there. That's why people come to it. You put your location out there on Grindr. So before you start going giving us all the sob story and all this kind of stuff, maybe look at yourself, which is what you need to do in order to change your life, and stop expecting everyone else to change your life for you.
No.
Thanks for the gift.
And thank you for the Heart Me Smooth coming on. Hey, Georgia. I suffered CA most of my childhood, and it affects so many aspects of my life and what I'd be able to. I get that private investigators. So I mean, he always broadcasts everything, and he
Thanks for the
wonders
gift.
why that he gets back. Yes. Hey, Smooth Criminal. Thank you for
Thanks
the
for the
heart,
gift.
Leanne. And thank you for the go popular, Smooth Criminal. So here's the main crux of it. No, what this is,
Thanks for the
and I
gift.
will say it again, is thank you for the heart, me, Danny. What this is Elphaba wants Cantuas to stop. None of this is happening. Thank you for
Thanks
the
for the
Beaches
gift.
calling and the DJ Cactus Alex. None of this is happening.
Thanks for the gift.
No one's coming after the cat. No one's saying anything to Elphaba. None of it is happening. Thank you for the heart, me, Zoe. Thank you for the go populars, Alex.
Thanks for the gift.
Thank you for the roses, Leanne. None of it's happening. Thank you for the
Thanks
help me,
for the
Alex.
gift.
None of it's happening. None of it. It's all fabrication because Elphaba. Morning, Lazy Daisy. People,
Thanks for the
Elphaba
gift.
wants the Cantuas. Thank you for the treasure box, private investigators. Thank you for that, my Lazy Daisy. Elphaba wants the
Thanks for
Cantuas
the gift.
and the people calling out Elphaba to stop talking about them. Never going to happen. That's what they want. They want people to stop talking about them. And it's never
Thanks
going to
for the gift.
happen. It's all in their head, and he just making people feel sorry about them, but it's not going to. Yes, thank you for the roses, Leanne. There was one account months ago saying he bums their cat, to be honest. Right, I mean, you mean the name? Which I'm starting to think that Elphaba creates those accounts. I'm starting to think that Elphaba creates those accounts. Because it's always
So I think this is
those
gonna be-
accounts only ever appear. Yes, like a single chatter months ago. Yeah, that is how. Like, yeah, because what I think, or Maria, yeah, it could be. Because what I think is, those accounts only ever appear when the kids are off school. They never appear during the daytime. It's only ever at night or the evening time. They never appear when the kids are at school. And he has gone on about it like there is an organised group. Yeah. I mean,
Thanks for the gift.
thank you for that, help me, Kirsty. Like, it's Elphaba. To me, it's Elphaba creating the account so that Elphaba has proof. But this is where Elphaba's, like I said earlier, Elphaba's taking clips from other people's live streams, from what other people say, and then trying to compartmentalize. Oh, this was said here, so this equates to this. And it's like, no, you can't prove that, Elphaba, and this is the reason why the police won't do anything. And only appear when he's trying to move, etc., like this time with the air horn and stalking claims. Yeah, they only ever appear when Elphaba needs something. Yeah, you believe Elphaba's behind some of it. Yeah. He probably thinks that every video, all of the internet is the following. Yeah. I mean, I don't follow Elphaba. Here's the thing, I've never followed Elphaba. That's the thing, Source Code. I have never, ever actually followed Elphaba. Elphaba came upon my FYP a year and a half ago or 2 years ago, and that's how that happened. That's how that happened. Who is going to sit outside their building waiting for them? It was staged. He barely goes out. Yeah, exactly. Literally saying he came up on mine talking about meds and biz. That's it, Source Code. Kelly Andrews, the mod, has reappeared as well, which is interesting. Yep. Kelly Andrews and the actual rapist appears when Elphaba needs them to. JP, yeah. Yep. Thank you for the help me, Nurse Kirsten. They only ever appear when Elphaba needs them to. So they're in cahoots. It's all planned. He came up years ago with the god awful singing, no filters back then. Yeah, Danny, yeah.
Thanks for the gift.
He didn't even jump when the air horn went up. No. That. Yeah, get your coins, everybody. The treasure box is
Thanks for the gift.
open. Thank you all for the gifts, everybody. So, yeah,
Thanks
I
for the
believe
gift.
that's what's happening. But no, I never followed
Thanks for the
Elphaba, and
gift.
then from me seeing Elphaba, they were going on about autism. So this has been going on for years, by the way, people, years.
Thanks for the gift.
They were lying about autism, going at people who were calling out
Thanks for the
Elphaba
gift.
for autism, and then I think it was either BB
Thanks for the
or the Observer. I think I followed both of them at the same time. I followed them, and then it went from there. So that's how it happened.
Thanks for the gift.
He said years ago that he lied about having autism. Yes, Dan, yeah, they did, yeah.
Thanks for the gift.
They've lied about it for years, and they're still lying about it now. Yeah, thank you for the treasure box, private investigators. Thank you.
Thanks for the gift.
But yeah.
The last clip of covering that sort of live he done, I've already got clips downloaded. I just cannot keep up with the utter bullshit.
You can't. This is the problem with Elphaba. Elphaba does
Thanks for the
so
gift.
much on a daily basis that it is so hard to keep up
Thanks
with
for the gift.
everything. It is so difficult.
That comes out that man's mouth. But I've got to. I know I've got to, guys. But I'm not even going to label this part 1, part 2. I'll see how far I get into the actual clip.
Not know what it feels like, but when you don't have a major
Thanks for the
following
gift.
and eyes on you, you won't know what this feels like.
Well, half your following is fake. It's bought.
It's bought up with bots. Thank you for the Go Popular Susan. And then they made so much money online because people felt sorry for them. Yes, Danny, yeah.
Sport bots. That's just remind you of that. And I've got quite a big following over 3 channels, and I don't go through any of the shit. I get through no abuse. Guess what? Because I don't act like you. Not many people are going to go through what you are going through, being held accountable for all your actions. When you say bullying, when you say harassment, when you say stalking, it's people holding you accountable for things you've done, Orion. You need to understand that, get that into that head of your...
Right, Lady Loki. They cannot keep up with their lies at
Thanks
all.
for the gift.
Yeah, Lady Diamond, I know. Thank you for the family, private investigators. He was going to events. He was actually popular. He blew... Yeah, Danny, yeah, exactly, yeah.
People are holding you accountable. Of course no one's going to go through it because no one would even think to do the disgusting, despicable things you do on the daily.
You can't relate to it because you haven't experienced it. We're talking constant hate. We're talking constant threats. We're talking
You mean constant people calling your ass out?
constant people threatening to harm something you cherish so much in your heart. Now,
Funny how we haven't seen one threat. You haven't produced one threat set from a foghorn. You haven't produced any threat. All I've ever seen is people holding you accountable. And no one ever has threatened that cat. No one. Why would we need to threaten your cat? Your cat is the innocent one in this, and we want to protect that animal. And I know...
There has to be something that the police can do because he's literally doing fraud and deception. Well, Fox, I think it takes a while for like a police investigation to happen, like to be, you know, to things to go through forward and things like that. He could have lived all their dreams by now if he just like did that right source code. I know. What makes me laugh, some of these people think that TikTok makes them famous, but it doesn't. Right, Kaz? No, it really doesn't.
People are contacting the RSPCA about your treatment of your animal, but you've got the reason why it's constant coming out your mouth. You don't stop. The constant misinformation, the constant mocking of communities, the constant having this, I've got that, and the despicable wishing people dead. It constantly comes out your mouth. Therefore, we've constantly got to count.
I think, to be honest, Victoria, yes, I think the police are watching. Gonna be honest, I think they are. If I'm being honest, with the amount of like things that are going on, but the police have got like a but yeah, I think they are.
Track that with awareness of what you've just said.
if you want to know how that feels like, then just put yourself in my shoes right now and be like, holy shit, what the fuck are people doing to me?
ain't no way anyone in this world is wanting to put themselves in your shoes who can act the way you do. So flippantly,
The police will be keeping tabs, like labelled antisocial, but probably not hawk watching. Yeah, probably source code. Yeah, they probably are watching, and like you said, keeping tabs. I mean, I don't want to be like them. No, with the accusations he's made recently, they're going to be checking their social media. I mean, the accusations recently have been wild.
the things you say so flippantly, the things you do online so flippantly, there isn't no one in this world, not even your own supporters, wanting to put themselves in your shoes. Your supporters don't even want to come and defend you in other people's chats and comments on the videos, because they know damn well what you have done is been you. No one can defend that without looking like a participant in the actions that you are doing. So no one is going to be putting yourself in your shoes. No one would be in your shoes, because there's no one like a Ryan, and you'll probably take that as a compliment, but trust me, it isn't. There is no one in this platform apart from your fucking CLA, but she isn't no, she's not as bad as you. I'm going to say it. There is
Nah, I will turn around and say that. Like, I will always turn around and say it. Alphabet is the worst on this app. Alphabet's the worst. But they'd surely be looking at medical fraud, tax evasion. I mean, yeah, they would. None of us can be in their shoes. They're a UK 98. Emily. I think they will. Things will catch up with Alphabet. They will end up in jail one day.
no one as awful of you to say things to keep things relevant and to get a few pounds, and you're earning what, £8 a day? The things you do equal £8 a day. Absolutely fucking not.
Which that adds up though, to be honest. £8 a day. If they're earning £8 a day, which I don't think they're earning £8 a day, but that does add up. £8 a day. That's what. It's not much. He will end up on Netflix one day. Yeah, they will do, Danny. They will. £8 a day. They'll be not just with Elphaba. Eventually, I'm going to be honest. Eventually, there will be a whole Netflix documentary on the whole of social media. He's willing to groom and take advantage of kids for a few pence and gives well. What gets me is if you make yourself intentionally homeless, the cancer will not help you. Yeah, yes, but they do have to. They do have to home them, yeah. But I get where you're coming from, though. Yes. Can you imagine having to do community service? That would be fucking funny as fuck. When you have no bills, that's like £40 to £50 a week. He makes probably, yeah, and that's just on TikTok. That's just on TikTok. Imagine how much they're earning on Kick. Just sponsor it. Just sponsor it. £8 a day, baby.
Where's this? A fucking UNICEF advert?
Well, yeah. I'm so jealous of my partner right now. He just met a TikToker who I watch. Little Frank. Oh, sure, cool. For £8 a day, you can buy a family pudding for them, Danny. Yeah.
No one putting themselves in your shoes. And maybe if you actually put yourself in your own shoes, you might be able to see why people are reacting to your actions and holding you accountable.
That's it. It's not hard, but it seems like people don't want to know what it feels like because it's so disgusting to experience.
And it's not so disgusting to do all the things that you've done. You're out to say stalking, harassment, all this. I don't think anyone messages you directly. You're talking about the awareness community in general. You're talking about people holding you.
Their next live community service, court ordered, but it'd be saying they're such a good person. Yeah. They will love a documentary all about them. CLA will say, I'm a famous TikToker, watch my documentary. Yeah, they would, yeah.
I'm a famous TikToker, darling.
Yeah, they would, yeah.
I got mentioned in a documentary.
For just
Roots, darling.
For just £8 a day, you can feed an Elphaba a family lasagna. Frank is the little lad who dresses like a soldier. Oh, Shark! I don't think I've ever seen them.
accountable for your disgusting behaviour.
Nostrils.
That is what you are doing. You are, because people call you out on your bullshit, and you can't ever step above the awareness community, because we're always above you, Orion. We'll always tackle whatever bullshit you've said out, get you caught out for lying, or actually make common sense of what you're talking about, and it always keeps you down a level. We are always on top, and you hate that. And this is
No, I don't think they did. I don't think they did. I don't think the 101 Perfumes made the move. I don't think they did, to be honest.
why you react in the way you do. That's why you say people are trying to sexually assault your animal and stalking you. No one's turned up at your address. You should be lucky that no one's turned up at your address. The only interaction you've had with a human being outside your apartment when you go out is holding you accountable for fake slitting your wrists online. So what harassment, bullying, stalking, all this, you live the life of luxury. You get house when you want to get a house, and you sit there and do jack shit all day.
And that's where I have a problem. If you're going to hate on me, then why don't you experience this life? And then when these haters...
Like I turned around and said when I covered this fully, you are part of the problem. You are the reason why the LGBT plus community gets the hate it gets. You are adding to it.
These hateful people experience the same...
You are the reason. We have had to literally stand our ground and fight. You haven't experienced shit. Oh, people call your ass out, Elphaba, for the horrible shit that you do. And you haven't experienced half the shit that the autistic community and the LGBT plus community have experienced. You haven't. You haven't. You haven't had to watch your friends die. People have hurty words. Wow. Okay. And ADHD. So when I say autism, I mean ADHD, neurodivergent. I've just sent you a video of little Frank. You'll have to show them at the end of the cuteness for the cuteness factor. Okay, sure, I will. He's single-handedly contributing to the UK removing EU human rights. Yeah, source code.
Same as me, because I've seen...
Well, yeah, pretty much.
People experience being doxxed and all that. They cry. They get scared because they've been found out as who they are. Just don't do it in the first place, because you're...
You mean you doxing yourself? You mean, like I said, you giving out your location or the dating apps? You going out for a shag? Because your cock is more important than your safety? Right. Okay. Okay then. Alright.
attracting that energy to you that can't...
Found out for the person that they are. Very interesting wording there, Orion. But listen, you do a pretty good... I don't believe in people doxing each other. Even your fucking... I hate your ass, but I don't believe in people doxing each other. But the fact is, you do a pretty good job of doing...
And you just... anyway.
...this by yourself, by showing your environment and constantly being on live, not even putting a green screen on. You do nothing to protect yourself from people finding out where you live. But even though people do find out where you live, they don't do anything but the right thing and contact your housing and make them aware of what you're doing is wrong. You should count your lucky stars that someone has put you in another accommodation without any questions asked. But listen, that time is going to be wearing very thin, because they ain't going to be having it the next time you want to be moved. And like I said, you've been seen on Grindr since offering H&H sessions when it said your location to a kilometre. I could walk up to your... and it would say...
They're a bully and is constantly going for BB. It's horrendous. Yeah. Because they think they've got one over on BB, and they haven't. And I think they're jealous of BB, to be honest. I think they're jealous. BB's like, justice for me. I think they're jealous of BB. He said an interesting thing the other day about being diagnosed with a health thing, that if he has... I mean, Alpha keeps on something... he can think it is worse than it is and not to believe them. Elphaba, like, Elphaba doesn't have any health conditions. Like I said, Elphaba's a drug addict. Elphaba's a drug addict. That's what they are. Dox is not illegal, by the way, only if done maliciously. Yeah, if it's done maliciously, then it's illegal. I noticed he never goes after men. Never. Not in the same way that they do women. No, not at all. Yeah. BB is actually loved. He wants that so, but yeah, L Diamond. Yeah, BB is loved. Yeah, because he knew he will get clapped up. Yeah. BB's like, yes, love me. He's only ever went after one trans man and a few men he used to be friends with. Yeah, he will never actually go after men. I mean, he's only ever had one confrontation with me. One. That's it. That's it. I would hate for BB to get dragged to court, but we will get BB a latest dress appreciation. BB's gonna go in a whole latest dress and everything. He never doxes the men. No.
Meters where you are from me. I could follow that signal and be. It's happened to me when I've been on a train. Someone has sat opposite me on the train on Grindr because they found out how many meters are away to you. So why are you sitting there with a location beacon on if you don't want to find out and doxing is horrible and all that? Do the right steps to protect yourself. Put green screens on. Do the right things to protect your environment. Don't go, oh, I'm in Westfield. You want to be doxed. You host all the behaviours of wanting to be doxed. You've got a location beacon on Grindr in your very bed sit you sit in.
I'm to you because I am gonna be reporting these people even more so. But the police need names. They need faces and need names because TikTok is.
Okay. My name's Josh. Hi. And my face is out there. Hi. Alright.
Well, corrupt itself anyway. So, no go fuck.
You've got faces, you've got names. You've got people that are doing awareness of you. Faces and names. Clock it. Slay. But, and another factor of this
Clock it, slay.
as well, is that you sit there and say you're going to report it to the police. When are you going to do it? You keep saying you're going to do it. Absolutely do it, because they ain't going to deal with your bullshit. And as for TikTok being...
Source code. Someone called 007 to find Dean's face. He forgets the communities he comes for know what more about it. We all live it. Exactly, Danny. Yeah, that's the thing here. We do. They have had my name, address, and face for 1.5 years. Why now, BB? I don't know why now. Honestly, because I seen a video of our lovely JJ make a video on this morning. Yeah, JJ did say that she made a video. I have not seen it yet. But about them doing it now, I think, yeah, I do think it's desperation. But I think because Elphaba feels that Elphaba's got more supporters, Elphaba thinks that they can sick all your supporters on you, their supporters on you. All the talk about the baby photos, he showed them, I've seen them on loads of Elphabas. Yeah. Elphaba targets one specific person and goes after that one specific person. And BB just seems to be the flavour of the month.
Absolutely, you are completely right what you said about TikTok. They're letting your ass and people like you run all over this app, spreading what you spread. TikTok are just a money-making machine. They are making a lot of money off said people.
They are, yeah, they are making a lot of money. It isn't going to work, though. No, it isn't. I think he's using BB to try and put the rest of the community up. Yes, yeah. They're also trying to use it as a scare tactic, but the problem is that Alpha, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Like, just, it's not going to work.
People like you.
People are not going to stop calling Alphabet or Ryan Barrett out. I won't. And BB's like, I'm not going anywhere. And Elphaba was citing the Equality Act earlier. Guess what? BB can use the Equality Act. She's a woman. He thinks he wins when he gets rid of people on here, but it isn't working. Yeah, it's not going to work. The Equality Act also works for us. He forgets that. Yes. But BB's like, it's just making me more powerful. Oh no. Oh shit. BB's going to get more powerful. I'm going to run and hide from BB. No, I'm kidding. This will make people call out emo. Yeah, it will. It will, Kat. It definitely will. It definitely will.
All they are. This is why I only do creator fund, because I take money from TikTok. I don't take it from the public, right? And you sit there and you say, "Oh, TikTok's corrupt." It is corrupt. For them to saying that there's no violations for the things and says you do, the talking to children, you're absolutely right. Back in the day when your accounts were protected, not anymore, honey. They are actually deleting your accounts and saying, "No, you can't say that anymore." Even TikTok are on your ass. But TikTok are completely corrupt. You are absolutely correct about that one. But call the police. Get your lawyers involved. You've got money. Go and get the lawyers.
Everyone loves BB. Everyone loves BB. It's disgusting he thinks saying they're trans justifies them going after women. And that's the problem, private investigators. That's what makes us absolutely disgusting. Elphaba truly believes that because they can turn around and say that they're a trans woman, that supersedes women's rights. That's not how that works. He tried not long ago going for those making money cam-tubing. That didn't work. No, it's not going to work, Elphaba. It really is not going to work. The only way that people are going to... The only way that this is going to work is if Elphaba deletes all of their accounts and stops... Well, there are two ways. Either Elphaba stops trying to play the victim. Just stops fully. Stops trying to play the victim, owns up to the fact that they are lying about being trans, lying about being autistic, lying about many other health conditions, actually gets clean, you know, cleans up their act, there's that way, or disappears off social media completely, off all apps. But they won't do it. He's just trying to get their community to go after anyone that calls their bullshit out. Yes, Kirsty, they will, yeah. Do you think if he bring trouble to that place, he will end up back at Maria's? Yes. But Maria won't have them. Maria won't have Elphaba anymore. Because they can't. They're trying really hard to get rid of me. Sorry, no, it's not going to happen. Well, you stand your ground, BB. You stand your ground. It's not going to work. Don't allow some pipsqueak little shit to take you off social media. Don't allow them to. Don't allow them to. Have you got a spare room for it? No, I do not. I do have a spare room, but it's not for Elphaba. It's so telling that mom ignores them. As a parent, I'm also in my kids' corner. Yeah, like me, like I'm going to a family event in a week. No, 2 weeks. Wait, when is it? Hang on. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks today. 2 weeks today. My granddad's turning 80. And my granddad's turning 80. So, and you know, me and my family don't exactly get on. We don't see eye to eye, but we're always there for each other. Yeah. We don't exactly see eye to eye most of the time, but you know, miss my grandparents. Yeah, and Annika. Yeah, I think. This is my mum's dad. My mum's dad and my dad's dad are the only grandparents I've got left. And this is going to be the last sort of family event that we can sort of get together. because he's got the big C. My mum doesn't want anything to do with it. Yeah, no, they don't. No. But no, so this is going to be a last, sort of like a last sort of family get together. No, it's okay, baby. I mean, me and my granddad, I'm going to be honest, me and my granddad cannot stand each other. We cannot stand each other. We don't get on. But, you know, he's an antagonizing little shit. But made me laugh when he phoned Maria and she said no and put the phone. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's family though. Maybe you're too much alike, and that's the clashes. Yeah, that's the reason me and my mum clash as well. We're very much alike. And plus, I'm a hermit anyway, so I'm a hermit and I don't necessarily communicate very well. Did you see the live that's happening tomorrow night on? Yes, Pug Life. Yes, I did. Yeah, it's the foyer one. I was like that with me and Mum when we became best friends. In the end, it's all over. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I get where you're coming from, yeah. Family is family at the end of the day. We may not see eye to eye, but... So yes, I will be going to a family event in 2 weeks.
Involved and the police involved and see what they... You will never do it, Orion. Look into my eyes. You'll never do it with all the things you've done and said. You have to prove that that person, what they're saying, what they're doing is wrong. And there isn't anyone fucking coming to your house. There isn't anyone harassing you or coming to your house. Well, you would have reported it already if you had a genuine...
I'm sure it will, old Diamond. I'm also going to see some friends as well. So it's happening in Birmingham, but I'm going to see some friends. So I'll be going to see my friends that I usually go and see. But on the day, I had a crazy night with my wee mum. I had a crazy time. My wee mum passed away, and I was by her side till the end. Realised she meant best. Yeah, that's the thing. You sort of like, you sort of realise that as you get older, that your parents, meant best. You sort of do as you get older.
Crime.
We need, and I'm going to say this as a person right now that maybe many people will agree with me on, we need identification to use this app or some sort of thing.
And how would that work? You'd be fucked, wouldn't you? Because you wouldn't be able to prove, where's your Instagram? You'd be fucked if they asked for ID because you can't get any. You change that.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, Elphaba would be fucked. I'm very fortunate. I absolutely adore both my kids. And the fun is, no, I mean, what the fuck? Okay, no, I was just looking at something. I don't speak to any of my family anymore. It's sad. Oh, Pug Life. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Pug Life. I get that. It can be, family can be really... Family is a difficult one. Family can be very, very difficult. My daughter and I fought like cat and dog. Now I set Mother's Day and Father's Day cards. You can't choose family. Nope. You really can't. You can't choose family. You can't. Wait until kids aren't allowed social media. They're gonna be losing so many supporters / gifters. Right, private investigators? I know, right?
Your name that much that I've had on dinners. You don't even know what your fucking name is that you've changed by default, and you would not be able. You'd lie so much, or you've not got ID, and plus all your little kids would have to verify their ID, which means you wouldn't be able to manipulate people and get gifts from the kids.
Thanks
Most of your following is of a young.
Thank you for the gold boxing gloves, Chantal.
monster variety, so you'd be fucked. You're sitting there watching there was ID, and what do you think you're going to get out of people having to have ID? I've had to verify my ID on this app to get on the Creator Fund, right?
I've had to verify my ID too.
Do you think you're really going to be able to request?
You have to put yourself first though. If family's toxic, you cut them off. Yeah, sometimes you have to. I mean, yeah. Sometimes you have to.
That's my ID.
I think it's just me, you know. I've got my own little setup, you know. There's me and Mr. Raccoon with a little fur ball who's currently on the windowsill. You know, I think as you sort of, as a kid, it's very family orientated. But as you get older,
Thanks for following.
Thank you for following, Bunny. As you get older, you do sort of. It's not that you drift apart from family, but like, I mean, I have, but that's, you know, all of our personalities sort of clash a little bit, and you do sort of drift apart and create your own family and things like that. As you get older, your circle gets smaller. Yes, it does. It does. Yeah, you do. Yeah, Liner. Yeah, you realise blood isn't everything. Yeah, you know. Do love my own space with hubby as I've gotten older. Yeah, Chantal, yeah, you do, yeah. Days, yeah, I mean, yeah, I can do, yeah. I mean, I don't really have, Mum doesn't live that far away from me, but all my family moved back down to Birmingham. We all moved up here and they all moved back down here within 2 years, so back down to Birmingham within 2 years.
Absolutely. What, you're going to go TikTok? Please give me this person's address. They've offended me by calling me a man. Do me a favour.
To keep the children safe, 2 to keep people safe, 3 to keep animals safe, and
What? To keep children safe? You're the most dangerous fucking person to children. You sit there and take their pocket money, you manipulate them in a way, you convince them to believe what you're going to believe, you expose them to a world they should not be exposed to. Protect the kids. When you sit there with
Hey, Teddy.
You state that over 18, that you stated over 18 doesn't push you on the FYP, so that's really protecting the kids by not having you over 18 on.
Mm-hmm.
I wish you would really think about what you say. You are the child catcher of TikTok. You are the most dangerous person to these kids. You don't even put your over 18 on to put that protective barrier in. So you would be fucked if kids couldn't go on this app. You really, really fucking would, because that is your target audience. The only ones and vulnerable adults. Protect the kids. Have you heard yourself? You probably sat on that live without your over 18s on. The more kids you get, you think manipulation and money. You're an absolute disgrace.
I know, Lady Loki, like, I about died as well. He doesn't want go back to Barnstable. They're too known for their bad behaviour. Mummy wants a quiet life. Right, Emma, yeah, exactly. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe do 1 or 2 more videos of Dean's, and then I'm gonna get out of here.
so I'm just gonna do some exercises.
Oh dear. Oh dear. They really are gonna try and be a singer. Which again, I've ordered a mic, so ha! He must be having to pretend they're going sober for their room in the hostel. Maybe, Emma, yeah. One of them, yeah. Well, yeah, one of them. What on earth?
For fuck's sake, I'm so done with you. Honest to fucking God, do anything but eat less so you don't put on weight. The only fucking thing you won't do, you've tried every other fucking thing when it comes to a fat zapper. LED.
Hello, doing this morning, and their new hat is totally fantastic. Yeah, I've not seen that yet, Dre's. Some of them do rug testing. I wonder if that's a requirement. Yeah, that probably is a requirement.
Mars, fucking exercises, everything but not taking less calories in your intake. You'll do it. to make it. Oh, for fuck's sake, Ryan! It made no difference. You've done it for not even a minute, and you expect your chin to be snatched. Where do you think the fat was going to go? Did you think the fat was going to get legs and walk to another part of your body?
Wonder if get spot checks on the rooms, possibly Victoria. Oh, your partner is a professional singer. Lady Loki, you showed them one of E's singing videos. Their face was a picture. Have you noticed E has not put on makeup since going to an all-male hostel? Okay, well, wow. Well, Karma is coming back to clap on E so much.
It would do if you had hormones. That would be a star, wouldn't it? But for fuck's sake, the delusion of this man. Oh, I think it's gone somewhere. Oh, you try. What happened to your little vibrating machine? I dread to ask. Is it stuck up your ass? I mean,
Dean.
you will do anything but the right thing. Stop eating so much shit, and you will not put on weight there, or better still.
Thank you for the go popular, Susan.
Thanks for the gift.
Oh yeah, the light up face mask thing. Do those actually work? You know, because it was red light, wasn't it? I love the way Dean says things. Yeah. Yeah, where did that go? But like now I really want to know. Do those red light things actually fucking work? I got questions. I think the really expensive ones do something as it's a frequency thing. Oh. Like it has nothing to do with the colour. I mean, yeah, I've heard that there's like different colour ones. We don't want to know. Like, I don't want to know where Elphaba putting.
Will take the hormones that you said you were going to get like 3-4 weeks ago, but the prescription's gone missing from Spain. They might help distribute this fat into areas that you would like to be this woman so much. Anything but doing the actual thing of not fucking eating as much food. Oh, I'm putting on weight. I'm going to get fat pills, diet pills. Not stop.
Oh, what happened to them? Oh, yeah, what happened to the fat? Oh, yeah.
Eating the shit that's making you put on weight. Jesus Christ, you're so dim.
I mean, they are. But yeah, I did. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, what?
Morning, guys.
Oh, well, this was. They didn't get them high, so he probably stopped them. Yeah. That's probably the real reason. That's the real reason.
Morning, guys. We've got a little bit of a
I was going to work. Bruce Bogtrotter. Bruce Bogtrotter.
Video today. So, Orion, I know you watch my videos. And remember,
hasn't he heard of Manjaro? Cheaper than Snowfall. He pooped on live. I'm still recovering. He's on the snow diet, but it's not working for him. Well, of course it wouldn't.
remember when you said of this about me?
I'm going to say this right now. Karma will be coming to you spiritually in your life if you fuck around with me.
I mean, remember, they're divinely protected. Divinely protected.
How many of you have seen that right now? People who are making videos about me, their lives are falling apart. Understand I'm spiritually protected. If you're going to get fucking evicted, that's on you. Or maybe that's my spirits. Fucking around.
Thanks for following.
Thank you for following Too Good to Be True, Heart. Okay.
Your life. Okay.
Well, that aged well because you're the one that got evicted, didn't you, Orion? And let me just tell you the story for those that you didn't
Thanks
know.
for
So
the
I
gift.
live in an apartment, paid my rent for 4 years, which is more than can be said what Orion's done.
Thank you for the heart, mate. Spartan FYP, your life is so falling apart right now. By the way, question. I was meant to ask you this, like, in one of the lives. Have you got a black and white cat? So protected that they're on a male, they're in a male and a hostel. Yeah. Trying to put it. Have you got a black and white cat? You have too. Yeah, right. Because, like, no. I thought I was, like, I think I heard Elphaba's voice and they had been half asleep. Okay? I was half asleep having coffee and I was like, huh? I saw the cat and I was like, is that Diva? No, that can't be Diva. Elphaba couldn't have Diva in the new apartment. Huh? What? What the fuck's going on here? I was like, what the fuck's going on here? What? You're not the only one who thought that too. I'm not. Oh, that's not the only one. I just thought, I was like, what the fuck is going on here? As I say, in my defense, I was fucking half asleep. I think I'd just woken up. So, in my defense. Maria didn't want Diva, and I think their lie about her and Diva was her last one. Possibly, yeah. Yeah, spiritually protected by vodka and gin. Hey. Vodka and gin did nothing.
And what had happened basically, my landlord who lives overseas hadn't paid the ground rent for 4 years. And I was surprised by the court had a warrant of possession of this apartment that I live in, I rent. And they turned up.
Oh yeah, you can have tequila. You can take fucking tequila, although I've only had tequila once, maybe a couple of times. Most of the time I was adding other drinks to that as well, so...
To evict me. And it was whole drama, and it was really, really quite traumatising for me, to be honest.
Right, we're all going to source codes then. We're all going to source codes for a fucking good night. E is divinely protected by tequila. Really, Spartan? Tequila is evil. I still taste that hangover I had from it 12 years ago. Well, I mean... all I remember, the last time I had tequila was... And it's not that I remember the night. We was going through the bar, different vodkas at the same time as well. I remember most of the night, the barman was fit. But I remember, you know, and that's probably the reason why we was going through different vodkas. Because we was being incentivized by the barman, and then we did tequila. At some point I managed to get a glass of water at home. The only reason why I know that is because I think I'd knocked it over because there was water all over the floor when I woke up on the sofa. So I had tequila last night. Can confirm it's no good. My Chemical Raggies. I saw somebody compared the pictures of Diva and the cat they posted wasn't Diva. Yeah, I think Wicked. No. The Wicked Real Witch did that, I think. I had a shot of dark tequila at a birthday a few years back. It tasted like Satan's smoky piss. We should do a massive Cantu sometime and play Elphaba bingo. Shots of tequila for anything you get. We'd be dead. We'd be dead. Oh.
And the police got involved. They gave me a week. I didn't know whether I was getting kicked out after the week till the day of. I had to sit and wait for that time to pass of my eviction because no one would talk to me. No one took responsibility or anything. Well, it turned out she paid it, so I could have stayed here and be happy and, you know, well, I would have been happy. But this is the point. This is the difference between...
That's what I mean, Source Code. This week alone has been an Elphaba bingo.
Ryan. So what I decided to do at that point is to...
Thanks for the gift.
You ever... I've played many games about drinking games. You ever played Snakes and Ladders drinking game? That's fun. Thank you for the rose, Katie.
Move out and find my own apartment, and that's what my focus has been on my other channel. So yeah, it didn't really age.
That's okay. We're gonna watch this video, and then I'm gonna head out.
Well, did it, Ryan? So you felt the need to say you felt it was smug smiling about me being evicted for no fault of my own, yet you're the one that got evicted and put in a hovel. Well, Ryan, I just wanted to show you my new house, my new apartment that I'm going to be living in, and I wanted just to show you the support that I get from my followers in the community that I've built, that you will never know the support and community, because you will never get it from your twisted, fucked up.
Source code would be pissed within an hour. Not even an hour. I know the alcohol would be gone. Ring of Fire. I don't think I remember that night either. I played Ring of Fire. I think we didn't even get within an hour. Me and my friend was absolutely hammered within the hour with Ring of Fire. I think we was doing Zambuca shots. Anyway, is it 100% he got evicted or just speculation? I think the eviction is speculation, but the way in which Elphaba talks about the way in which, because of the fast pace of it, it does look like Elphaba got evicted. I remember I lost and ended up in a nurse's outfit. Source code, nice. My friend ended up pretending to be a cat on the floor. So happy Dean found a place. He seems happy. Yeah, he does seem very, very happy.
Supporters. So first of all, when I announced that I got a new apartment in my other channel, which is Toothless Prince, I'll show you, Orion. Read the comments. These are not bots. These are real people that have real, genuine feelings for how happy they were that I got an apartment. And we've got a new home, new house. You've got a new house. Yay, Bella, we've got a new
So that's amazing. And the Elphaba beer pong, but with spirits. That's a night I'll never ever forget. Nice. This is the thing. Elphaba wants. This is the reason why Elphaba doesn't like canteurs, people who talk about Elphaba, people who make videos about Elphaba, like, because people have genuine support. People get genuine support. Which, by the way, I think we are, yeah, like, people get genuine, actual support. And Elphaba doesn't have that. Elphaba doesn't have genuine support. Just look at the love in Dean's comments. That's something he will never know. But that's the thing, private investigators. They did have it. They had it, but then they lost it because of all the scamming that they're doing. Or did do, and still do. He has become a catalyst for everyone else making friends. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong, Source Code. I was absolutely elated for Dean getting a new home, especially when he shared the news with his baby. Oh, yeah, no. Side note, this live has just got me through the household chores today. Nice. Nice, Lady Loki. Nice. Yeah, exactly. Too good to be true. Yeah, I know. But this is the thing. It's sort of like Alvin will never have this.
You're gonna move in with Dada. You're gonna move in with your daddy. Of course you are. You got more space there, Bells. Bells, guess what? I love you more. But look, Daddy's got us a new home. Yay, Bells! Daddy found us a new home.
Oh, that's so sweet. Aww.
We're gonna move homes, Bells. He knows about you. New house? Do you want a new house? Do you want a new house? Do you want a new house, Dada? Shall Daddy leave you here? Do you want to go for a new house? A new home? Do you want a new house? Daddy found us
Exactly, son, Mum, son. Yeah, he does. He does.
a new home. Yay, Bella.
Because it's genuine. Dean is very, very genuine.
You're moving house. You see that genuine support and love from people that were genuinely concerned about my situation. Okay, so the minute you started saying, oh, you got evicted, it's my ancestors. Well, they didn't do a very good job, did they? Your fucking ancestors. Weak, like you and your supporters. Weak.
Which Elphaba needs to stop using that in the wrong fucking context. By the way.
Weak. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's do the house tour. So nice big beautiful bathroom, brand new. Look at the tiles on the wall everywhere. Do you have a lovely big bathroom like this, Orion? No, didn't think so. Here we have a beautiful little storage cupboard, lovely for your mop and your hoover, Orion. You wouldn't know nothing about that. Move into the hallway, darling, into a lovely big double bedroom. Oh, is your bedroom in one room? Thought so. You've not got a big bedroom like this, have you, Orion? Nah. It's a shame, isn't it? It's a shame. Back out the bathroom, into a lovely lounge, 2 big double sofas, a nice big TV in there. I might get 100
Thanks for
TV
following.
in there on the wall. Right?
Nice. Thank you for following, Zen. How's the hex going? Well, I say nothing. I say nothing. Plausible
Thanks for the
deniability.
gift.
And who knows? Who knows? Because I can afford to. Washing machine, beautiful brand new kitchen there. Lovely little view of the lounge there. Is that bigger than the whole
Thank you for the Heart Me Rag off Rock.
room that you live in, Orion? Thought so. Look at the kit. And here's my boozy ass fridge. Look at that. That's a wine rack, Orion.
I've got a fridge exactly like that.
And this is a really brand new fridge. This is the fridge.
Although my fridge isn't new.
Do you have wine racks in your fridge? No, didn't think so. You see, the moral of the story is, Ryan, nice guys might always finish last, but do you know what? They do finish, and they do finish last, and they do get what they want. And you're sat in that room, can't show anyone where you live, can't do anything because of being doxxed, yet
You got monsters in the wine rack. I think we got beers in ours. I'm going to start with my tarot card learning. Nice, Fox. As I say, I've got mine next to me. I've got one better. I've got one with a water dispenser. Ooh. Although I think we've never used it, but I think ours has got a water dispenser.
you live in a
I think it's broken. I think ours is broken.
man's hostel paid by the government, can't pick and choose anything that you want, can't have all the nice things because you rely on the state to put you in housing. And your ancestors, they're gone, they're exercised, baby. They don't have nothing on the
Okay, I'm done. Have a lovely day.
support and love and the collective energy that I have on the support of my channels. So the moral of the story is you work hard, you get, work hard, play hard. I don't know whether you've ever heard of that saying. So the minute you start going on about bailiffs and all that kind of stuff with me is the day you open the door when this filter goes off. I might have been a little bit, no, actually, no, I've never held back with you, have I? But yeah, I hope you like my new apartment, Orion, and you can sit there and smiling, oh, it's bailiffs, all this kind of stuff. But you've actually helped me, you've helped me to really push far. And do you know what? Who's paying for the deposit? You are. The money I make from these videos on the creator program, you'll be paying for my deposit by the end of the month. So thank you, Orion.
Oh, that came back to bite them. I mean, I'll watch it nightly, Liner. I'll watch it just to see what it is. It's a foyer, I think. It's the foyer thing, I think, that's happening on Sunday. I think. I've seen it. It'll be 6 a.m. here on our public holiday. Oh, okay, yeah. Get your food, snacks, and drinks, people. Yeah. He blocked me last night because I said he was faking ticks, and he said it's Stims. It's not. It's fake. It's fake. It's not Stims. Alphaba does not have Stims because they're not autistic. I'm going to go watch Dean's video after this, then I'm going to share it to E to make sure E sees it. Private investigators. I think E's probably seen it. I think E's actually seen it. But, this is the thing. It's sort of like... This is the thing. It's sort of like... No, I get that, S. No, I get that. Stims, not drums. I get that. No, S. No. When it comes to Alphaba's ticks or stims, that's not recent. It comes out every couple of months, and They got called out for it ages ago. There'll be when he kicks off then. Yeah. Remember you have one more video. Do I? Oh, yes I do. Sorry, that took me a second, Shaw. That took me a second. Like, wait, what do I? Do I have one more video? I do.
Morning, guys. We've got a little
Why
bit of a
the
different
fuck
video
does it
today.
do that?
So,
Oh. Jesus Christ. Fucking technology. Wanker. This one. This is what Charles sent me. Frank salutes. The Grenadiers? Grenadiers after church. Okay. He was raging when I said that they're faking. It is obvious. It is obvious. Aww. Aw, that's cute. Oh, little Frank, that's Ace. Yeah, that is Ace. He already admitted they lied about the ticks. They copied Daryl years ago. Yeah. But that's cute. Show, that is cute. Aw. That's adorable. Aw. That's adorable. I need to find... we could have trouble.
Why?
No, Trouble the song. But that is cuteness. That is definitely cuteness. That is definite cuteness. Okay. Okay. So if anyone wants to give them a little follow, they're called Frank the Soldier. That's what they're called. I just wonder what the guys think of them in the hostel. Well, Emma, I don't know. Thank you for that, me, Rosin. I don't know. So, we're going to play this. This is Poison Pink.
Thanks for the gift.
I didn't... Thank you for the help me, Sam. The truth. Yeah, probably the truth. We're going to play this. Actually, I have a fantastic YouTube for investigators. I can imagine them in the shared kitchen rubbing all the fruit. Yeah, I can, yeah. I definitely can. Bye, Lana. I have a wonderful day too. We're gonna get out of here. You gotta go Hoover and does, yeah, folks. Bye, Emma. Sending love shit to Emma. I don't think he will last long enough. No, I don't think they'll last long either. I hope you have a lovely day too, Pug Life. Bye, JLo. I hope you have a good afternoon. Bye, Susan. Alright, if you're gonna cause trouble, try not to get caught. And if you do get caught, remember to record it so we can all watch it. Okay? We can all watch it and react to it. And I'll catch everyone later, and I'm sending bear hugs to everyone. Bye, Beatrix. Bye, Shah.